Hi guys, we're RiggyRob and Pimmsy, and welcome back to Xenoblade 2 Torna, the Golden Country. It's been a while since we played this. Pimmsy has decided to not do any off-stream grinding for Xenoblade 2 Torna, and just go straight to Xenoblade 2, because she, for some reason, wants to 100% complete that game. Well, we're streaming Torna, so you could do Torna off-stream. True. So we are trying to do the story, I think, but Torna involves a lot of side quest grinding for the main story.
I was going to say, it's not side quest, but okay.
Well, it is kind of. It's just going things and collecting stuff, which is what you'd normally do for side quests.
Yeah, but it's not a side quest, it's a main.
Yeah, but I think
it's annoying, but it's...
when you go to the main, main objective, the main story quest, it says complete the side quest, so it's like, well, alright, well, whatever. Either way, what we're doing is we're getting more nest extracts, and then after that we should be able to progress the next thing in the main game. So some of you may notice, or may not, I don't know, on our Twitch page I've changed the schedule panel. So previously, we used to have a panel that says exactly what game we're playing. So it have, for example, on Friday, Xenoblade 2 Torna, the Golden Country Part 4, right?
Right.
I've changed that to another schedule panel that we used to use, which just says, this person is going live on this day and this time. It doesn't tell you which game we're playing. And I think that fits better if we're like, do we want to stick to a strict schedule of having the same game every day of the week? So Dark Souls Mondays, Xenoblade Fridays, Spyro or whatever on Wednesday. We can change things around. So it's like, you know what? We'll play Dark Souls on Wednesday.
But these are the games we might play.
We'll play Xenoblade on
Is that
Monday.
What you're saying?
No, it doesn't tell you any games. It just says we are going live on these dates and times, and
and
that is it. So it might be any game. Well, it is habitual, yeah. But you know, it's like if you feel like tuning in for a particular game, then you'll have to keep paying attention to our schedule on Google Calendar, because I'm still doing that. At least there will be one place that will have kind of like, yeah, we'll probably stick to these kinds of games on these days. But otherwise, you know, you just have to tune in. And if it's not your game that you fancy, then tune in for a little bit, and then, you know, you can leave after a while if you don't feel like it. I know. So yeah, so that's the main change I've made so far. I haven't got around to changing the subscriber badges yet, but to be honest, I think I quite like the idea of having the 1-year subscriber as the golden logo. I can't really think of a better thing to replace it with yet.
You could do a 1-up.
Well, that's the thing. 1-up is kind of done. It's very common. In fact, our little panel that says, "Oh, you should subscribe to us," is the Super Mario star, and that's pretty common. But I've changed it to be like rainbow colored and in our font as well, so that makes it a little bit different. But yeah, you know, it's one of those things. You want to stand out from the crowd a bit, and we're playing a game that is not very popular in Twitch because they don't tend to enjoy Nintendo games all that often, but we do, so that's why we're playing it.
Sorry, I know I'm not doing very much.
Yeah, not a lot.
Sorry.
How many nest extract do you need now?
5. Well, oh, until now or until...
Well, now.
I think I
Have you?
We can do this.
Oh, that's...
One more.
I thought that one would give me one.
Fair enough. And who are you playing as?
A minnow.
Minnow.
want me to
Oh, no. It's just that we saw Minnow last stream, but last stream was like 2 weeks ago for Xenoblade. So I was like, huh, who's that?
Yeah, I don't know whether...
I remember him now. I called him Genji, basically.
Yeah, I don't know whether the microphone's picking up my voice because it's a little bit lower down than usual.
It's fine. I can see it on the audio meter. It seems to be picking it up just fine. Remember, your microphone has got more gain than mine does, so it should pick you up. No matter what.
I know.
So...
Why is that? Why did you... Why does it have more gain?
Well, I realised when I was watching streams back that I was doing lots of pop on the microphone. So, you know, I forget what it's called, but there's a specific... It might be pop, but basically to get rid of that, you either use a pop filter, which is the professional way to do it, or you just reduce the gain. Oh, sorry. You put the microphone further away and increase the gain.
We have a pop filter though. Oh
Yeah,
wait,
we
so
do.
hang on. That's why you did it with me. Was I going puh?
No. You're not doing that.
So why does
So
it
don't
have more
start.
gain then?
Sorry, I meant the other way around. You have less gain, but it's closer to you.
Oh.
Yeah, let's go to Aletta's Militia Garrison. Woo.
Is that right? Oh, it's
You're not going to take that on. It's level 35.
good try.
Yeah, but you're going to die. There's no point.
Might not.
You will.
Oh,
Oh, cutscene. Huh. Hey, look this way.
so I've just got all the ingredients. You see?
Is that what that is, though?
Yes.
Well, weren't you supposed to go back to the garrison to make a medicine?
No.
Let's get the key while it's occupied. I don't think this is the quest that you were doing.
Maybe I am doing a side quest.
See, that's what matters most. That's not the name of the thing you were doing now.
Ooh, yeah, it is. Behemoth.
No.
Oh.
Vault key. We're gonna go into Fallout Boys.
Cool.
That's a strange one. Well, that was an easy quest then. Jeez. Just lure him out and do nothing. Well, I like that. That's better than just having, oh yeah, it's another monster, just kill it and get it out of the way. Actually using tactics to, you know, lure him out of the way, and then you are free to do whatever you please.
Which, if you think about it, in real life, you
It's
saw
what you'd
a
normally
wolf like
do,
that.
yeah.
That is definitely what you do. You'd never just go and attack it, would you? Well, I suppose if you.
It depends on,
caveman.
well, not just caveman, but it depends on how like arrogant you are. It's like, pfft, it's a wolf. I can kill a wolf, and you know you just get murdered by it as it rips your throat out.
Check it. Whoop.
Yeah, good old-fashioned shortcuts. Oh, oh, ho, ho, ho. There you
I
go.
have never been across it.
Well, I
Ooh, there's a chest
imagine
down
not.
there. Ooh, there's stuff.
Stuff. Lots of stuff.
All the stuff.
Treasure.
Hello.
You're mine now.
Oh, actually, just before I realised that I got an affinity and I didn't check it, and it doesn't unlock the next one if you don't do it. It's very annoying. Like, I wouldn't be able to do this one now.
Yeah.
And evading attack's quite common. So, very annoying that that's the case, but...
Well, I guess it's to avoid people not like upgrading their characters at all. So you know how it's very common for people to play through this game and not upgrade their blade arts once. I think they sort of the same problem happening with Affinity, and like, no.
What do you mean they don't upgrade it
Well,
at all?
for people like you, you would pick your characters, you would use the blade arts and everything, but you wouldn't go into the stat screen to actually level them up. So you'd get loads and loads of blade
What do you mean
affinity
people
points.
Like me? I always do my blade art.
I've seen you forget for long stretches of time.
Yeah, but
and
I still do it.
yeah, but you know, at least when you see the affinity reward thing pop, it's like, right, I need to go into the affinity thing and unlock the next one. So that stops people from not checking.
What have we got here?
I see what you mean.
Yeah. I mean, you know, it's all done for the player anyway. Like, the makers of the game want to have you build up your character in such a way that you are not going to struggle. But at the same time, then they're not going to make it an easy ride for you. So it's like, hey, we're going to put a level 80 golem in front of your path. This is a sign of do not try this yet, or at least until you're ready for it.
Unless you're brave.
For the people who do feel brave and they actually min-max their equipment and their gear and, you know, the blade arts and everything else, it's like, yeah, you know, get some bragging rights if you can take on this monster at level 50 when it's level 80. But those situations are probably few and far between.
See, I can't do that because I'm trying to do affinity, so I never have the optimal setup. Also, all of my blades are like with the wrong people.
Yeah, but sometimes it can't be helped. Geisa? Ooh. Nah.
How do I level up his...
How do you level up Command Water? The answer is...
Oh, I need to unlock the next level.
Mm-hmm.
What's that?
So that's probably going to be a while until you get level 3 for Command Water.
Unless I get another water person.
Does that work? I thought they were specific to each of the blades in this one.
I don't know. I've not played this really.
Oh well.
In the last game, we could combine it, but obviously we haven't really come across that.
Yeah, I think the blades in this are going to be unique, so they'll all have individual abilities and arts and so on.
Okay, fair enough. I didn't know.
So.
I think I did know, but I forgot.
Mm-hmm.
This is a problem when you have such long breaks between stuff. You just completely forget.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So I would say just walk to where the garrison is. There's no point trying to walk back, because you can go straight there.
Yeah,
Ignore? Ignore. I mean, I'm giving you this advice to speed things along. So, probably a letter region. Yeah, there you go. To the militia garrison!
Even on familiar ground, we must stay.
Yeah, this is the story. I thought it was.
Yeah, so go ahead, do it.
Yeah, but you made me feel like the...
Go talk to Mungo! Hello there, Mungo. Ah, your companions, hello. You got some desert traversing preparation. Yes, yes, that's what we're here for.
Dessert, not desert.
Dessert, yes. Apparently, just desserts is actually not spelt as in dessert with double S. It should be just desserts as in desert.
It's American.
But that doesn't sound right to me.
It's American.
I know it's American, but even then.
So, hang on. So, for pudding, they're having carrot and honey.
Yeah,
Oh, maybe they're making carrot cake.
maybe. Ah, gladdens my heart. Well, you finally found it to bear the burdens of Torna. Yeah, I'm not sure we follow. The long years I've spent waiting for your majesty to ascend the throne. You're not thinking of doing anything stupid like that. No, never crossed my mind. Where's this coming from, Mungo? The king has a kind heart, a little too kind at times. I feel that his subjects long for decisive and resolute leadership such as you could offer. If only I could lay claim to such irresistible charisma. What a thing to say. I must humbly assert that your majesty at least has an equal portion of great virtue.
Bless him.
I concur. You're making too much of this charisma. I could never usurp a lawful ruler or bloodline. I imagine that probably happens quite a bit more than you'd think.
Probably.
I want to go to the royal capital. Ah, well. That's a shame, your majesty. Either way, that kind of talk is unwise, to say the least. Prince Zetar is notoriously insecure. If you heard something like that, things could get pretty interesting. It's alright for some. Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things when you're in, like, power and you just, you're always paranoid of what's going to happen to you. It's kind of like a sword of Damocles situation.
I don't know that. Is that the...
Oh, you don't know it?
Is that the dual-edged sword?
No. I'll explain after this next story bit, but Yeah. So let's be more discreet about my hopes for the throne. Stop addressing me as your majesty. Alright, let's get some medicine. Got a little sidetrack there.
Oh, I forgot it was for medicine.
Ta-da.
You literally just said it like just a minute ago. Terrible. Must be so
There we are, desert medicine for 5.
Okay.
Thank you, Mungo. Let's cross Let Bridge and make for the capital. Ta-da.
Right, explain this.
So basically, the Sword of Damocles is there's a kingdom with a king, but he also has like a royal court, and someone in the royal court is like, this king's terrible. He's making all the wrong decisions. He's letting the peasants sort of be unhappy with their lot in life. You know, I could do such a better job than the king. And the king says, yeah, you know what? Tell you what, you go ahead and sit in my throne, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. So the guy from the royal court sits in the throne, but what he doesn't realize at first is the fact that he's got a massive sword just hanging over his head, and it's being held up by a single thread, I think the story goes. So obviously when he notices, he's like, holy shit, what's going on? Why is there a massive sword above me? And the sword is there to represent the weight of the decisions that the king has to deal with. So he's always living under the pressure that his decisions could, you know, spell the end for him. And he has to weigh up all options he has. And he makes the decisions for the, you know, the betterment of the country is basically how it goes. And that's called the Sword of Damocles. I forget if it's the name of the king or if it's the name of the person from the royal court, you know, whoever it was who sat in the chair, but I think the king was called Damocles. And so, Sword of Damocles is basically a phrase used to mean, you know, when people think there is something that they could do better, or, you know, a situation is not being done the way they think it is, there is an underlying, or well, overlying threat, basically, about what the situation is that they maybe don't realize. So there's always that threat of imminent peril hanging over them. And that's me butchering the story of Sword of Damocles.
You didn't butcher it.
Well, I'm sure there'll be people saying, you know, that's not how it goes, that's wrong, but it does, it's, you know, kind of the gist of it. It's like the Pyrrhic victory as well. I always like these kind of little phrases.
Go on.
So, the Pyrrhic victory, I don't know how to pronounce it probably, it's Pyrrhic. So I think it's Pyrrhic, but Pyrrhic? I don't know. Basically, it's you've won the battle, but you've lost the war. And it's a victory that has such, like, massive losses for you and your side that you didn't actually really win. So I think, I'm not sure how the Battle of Pyrrh goes, but basically, you know, there is a situation where there's two armies and one is trying to lay siege to another, and the first army that's hiding in a castle or a fort or whatever it is, says, alright, come and get us. And the other team, the other army, manages to break through the walls and eventually take over the castle, but they lost so many men and, you know, so many people died on their side that they eventually lost the entire war that they were trying to win. So they won the battle but lost the war.
Why is it not? Oh, right.
Basically the opposite of Pearl Harbor.
I understand.
So yeah, let's get on to the desert. Why not?
No, I'm trying to find. There's a thing.
There's a thing.
Yes.
A thing.
So there's a thing here. It says. Right?
Is there?
Yeah, look. It says right here.
Uh huh.
So where the fuck is it?
I don't know. Maybe it's above you. Maybe not, but you know, it's one of those things you can come back to later.
Well, it's confusing.
Well, you know, if it's not immediately obvious, then there's no point trying to stick around and figure it out because things might change. It's like, oh, I can't seem to cross over to this this shoreline over on the other side of the island. Why can't I do that? It's because it's not high tide, so you can't swim over. So probably the same thing, that kind of thing there. I do admit it's kind of weird seeing a marker for something to happen and yet nothing does.
Thought I could land on it.
Yeah, well, you give it your best shot.
That would have been good.
Actually,
though,
I don't
right?
think there's any enemies you can land on.
It's never good. Well, unless you count Titans.
Well, Titans are different because they're obviously so big, but I don't think there's an enemy in the game that you can actually physically interact with because.
What, ride?
Well, yeah,
You
because
can interact with the armors a bit.
a bit. But you know, all the combat in this game doesn't actually have you making physical hits on them. It's all sort of approximated. So actually trying to land on someone, I don't think would actually work.
That's not going to get up there.
You want to go to Let Bridge, I think. That's the one.
Because that's on the... Yeah, okay.
He did mention a bridge before,
I know,
so
I know.
I assume that's the one it was
Even on
referring to.
familiar ground, we
It is.
must stay vigilant.
Hmm. Hmm. Head beyond Almond's Trail.
Because we're delivering the medicine, but I can't remember who we're delivering.
Wait,
to.
delivering the medicine? I thought we needed to have the medicine in case, you know, we have trouble when we're going to the desert.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
why it said desert medicine for 5.
Yep, no, I remember.
If you
I
were
remember.
trying to deliver it, you'd need to have
No,
much
I know,
more.
I know,
Like,
I remember.
you know, you're basically being Balto.
I literally said it's been a while, okay? Right, I'm going to sit down here because I'm just thinking this might be what I can suppose. In theory, I haven't got anything to craft.
Now, let me see.
Ooh, a devil
Can do
begins.
that.
Just taste it.
Nah, nothing else.
Okay, still sleep.
Sleepy, sleepy.
Yeah, don't think so. Is that music from Xenoblade 1?
I think so. Like, I don't think they'd have much of a
recognise
reason
it.
to change it.
What, that music?
Yeah. It's weird because obviously you have games that have direct sequels and the music changes up quite a bit in those direct sequels, but that's a good opportunity to actually reuse music at certain points and say, yeah, you remember this moment from the first game? Here's some music to remind you of that.
Would you be able to find out for me whether it is actually the same?
I don't think there will be anything that says, yes, that little jingle on the camping is the same as in the first game.
Google
What have we
it.
got here?
Yeah, and get nothing back. It's a very specific thing. What you'd want to do is you go to Xenoblade 1, you rest at an inn, and then do the same thing in Xenoblade Torna, and then, you know,
Well, yeah, but
you get the answer.
I can't. Well, I've not got the Wii U switched in.
Very good. We can stay here for the day.
Something wrong?
No, but this place is familiar somehow. It feels like it anyway.
Is it possible you've been here before?
I have no memory of it. But still,
Maybe you could just have a little walk around. Something might jog your memory.
yeah, maybe so.
Or maybe you're a blade and your memories go wiped. That too.
Mm-hmm. Hyber Village. Ooh.
Okay, so I've
So
gotta
many
find-
pink markers.
Yeah, I've got to find the.
Monster Granny. What a title, Monster Granny. Going around all these little cubby holes. Ooh,
Just checking. Just checking.
What have we got here?
collections.
I don't want to miss stuff.
You're not gonna miss anything. Trust me.
You'd be surprised.
You are not going to miss anything. It's rare to meet drivers and their blades. Quite the life for an old lady. Would trade it for the world. I'll tell you about it someday. But if you want to know more about the village, you'll just have to ask someone else, because I'm a visitor here. So the question is, how do people know that she's a monster granny then?
How do they know? I mean, let's see if I can do that.
You're not going to go to do that. Trust me. Oh, look, you did it.
Trust me. I like
Trust,
you.
trust me, you won't be able to find anything up here because there's nothing.
Just the fact that I could do it, I just wanted
You're
to see.
mine now.
Mm-hmm.
I found this. It was on the ground floor, but that's not the point. I found it to the ground.
I'm sure you would have found it eventually anyway.
Not necessarily.
I'm sure you would have.
Uh,
Buzz! Are we going to find Woody
This
somewhere?
takes me back.
Hyber Huntsman. Bzz. Well met. Well met. Ah, the repairs. Yes, they're finished. Our bridge fell. After the bridge fell, our trickle of visitors dried up completely. I'm glad the bridge is fixed. If you're planning on crossing the Dana Desert from here, it'd be a good idea to rest up at the inn. It's tough out there, even for strong drivers and blades.
that sounds like I'll get a quest or something. But it
Sounds like fairly,
This takes
you know,
me back.
useful advice.
does.
Don't see why that would. Oh, a green barrel.
Yeah, it should have the pollen orbs in.
My favorite. With it.
I need them because drug addicted not fun.
Mm-hmm. They're getting high on skooma. Hello, hello. Ooh, a pure kid. Pure.
Machines are everywhere.
My favorite.
I imagine something will change in the story to let you use those.
Yeah, but it's not even like when you click on it, it's not even coming up on your map, so I can't
You're
even
mine
like.
now.
I'll never be able to find them or remember where they all are again.
Well, I imagine once something changes in the story, you'll be able to find them when they pop up on the map afterwards.
Okay.
You need to
Right,
talk
I
to
don't
Benny.
I know. I just wanted to make sure that
What have we
I
got
knew
here?
what was going on before I do that. It's the last bit in the story. I bet you it'll be Benny that's like, I know you.
I need to take you on an adventure.
What have we got here?
La 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 la.
What have we got here?
Picking flowers in the forest. Oh, what fun we have. Navy blue slate
Nice.
piece.
That's for the cave.
The sealed door.
Feels. A seal door.
Ah, my favorite.
Where is that? A seal door.
You're
Really?
mine now.
Sounds like
Yeah, that's what you're getting it from, yeah. Isildur, I think, may be the name of the guy that cuts off Sauron's finger from his hand.
the old king.
This
Yeah.
takes me back.
But then refuses to throw the ring into the lava. And despite the fact that Elrond is there,
my
he could have
favourite
just taken the ring from him and done it himself.
A seal door was the king.
Yeah, he was the guy that, you know, fought
I know. So
Sauron.
why would he do that? He would never go
To
above
destroy the ring.
The king. Yeah, but he didn't want to go above the king. Did he?
Doesn't matter. If there is an artifact of such incredible power that it corrupts everyone that it comes into contact with, you can be sure that you would try and get rid of that thing. Especially because he's an elf and he understands just how powerful it is. That's the thing that never really made sense to me. It's like Elrond is right there.
Oh, that's a lot up, but the crit rate goes down quite a lot, and she's an attacker. Oh, he's an attacker. Sorry.
Well, it depends. I still don't know exactly how the crit rate works in this, as in, does critical hits do double damage, triple damage, quadruple damage, etc.? Because that obviously makes weighing up whether you spend money to get your auto attack up but your crit rate down worth it. Because if your crit rate goes down to 13% from 30, but your auto attack goes up to 469, then you're almost doubling your auto attack but halving your crit rate, and that could work out to be less effective overall if, you know, the damage calculations don't work out the same way. But to be honest, I'd probably go for them anyway, because the chances of you finding a better thing, a better chip to put in fairly soon after this is not very high. So I reckon it's worth it for most people. Maybe not her, but him, sorry. But everyone else.
Seems quite strong. See, that is. Ooh,
So that's
hello.
overall better. So that's an easy one to do.
Yeah, but the chain chip made the block rate go down loads.
Oh
though,
yeah, yeah,
and
but you know that's not.
makes everything else go up. But she's definitely a tank.
Yeah, so like this one here, block rate.
Yeah, but
See,
look at the block. That's really
Another
good.
18%, but halving your crit rate. See, you know.
Yeah, but it also increases the auto attack by 100
Mhm.
or nearly.
I mean, it's, you know, I would say buy pretty much.
Else.
I'd buy pretty much everything that's an upgrade in 2 stats or more, and significant upgrades. Not like it only goes up by 20 or whatever.
The chat's probably shouting at me.
Maybe, but you know, they'll need to properly explain how the damage calculations work and what else there is that.
Right, so everybody's saying to go to the inn, so I'm gonna go to the inn.
Yeah, go to the inn.
Oh.
Teo. Would you like to stay at the inn? Let me do what I can. I've been running this for 70 odd years. How old is he? He doesn't look 70 odd.
He does not.
In fact, he'd probably have to be like 90 odd.
Although we've not been made clear whether they have normal lifespans. We know that they're
True.
part Titan.
True.
Hey, you! You wouldn't be Ornelia's former blade, would you?
I just look
Cornelia?
older than
No,
the
I'm.
other.
From the Territorial Defense Corps! It is you!
What?
Oh, I remember him well. Even though I was knee-high to a grasshopper back then. With that sword slung across your back, you were so cool. If you hadn't come when you did, our village would have been... Oh, yes! The house you used to live in is still out there on the outskirts.
House?
Childhood home.
I think I was just in there. Yeah, I was. Literally was just in there. I got the slate piece.
I'll check out the back.
Good.
And there's nothing left.
I took the valuable thing.
Mhm. How is that picture still there? Also,
Did you
how
not
old is
notice
it?
before?
Secret books. Dear Diary. Today I got myself a thong, and my cat Angus, I had lots of fun with him. Oh, these boys at school are so dreamy, I wish I could snog them.
Angus wasn't a cat.
What was Angus then?
My,
Angus was the...
how terribly desolate.
Isn't Angus the boy chief?
I heard it's been 90 years, but
Oh, I know. I haven't read these books in a very long time.
what is it? Did you remember something?
No, it's nothing.
Really? That's too bad. I would have liked to have learnt about the old you.
Yeah,
no.
just ignore my...
Sorry, that was me completely speaking out loud.
I,
Angus
Mhm.
was a cat.
Yeah.
Who
I need to
am.
reread them books.
I do
I
not
don't remember a
change.
fucking thing about them. I was like 13 though.
What?
Laura, you okay?
I'm going into labour.
What happened?
You got me right here. My heart's pounding.
But
That was such an awesome line.
what?
Jin, you didn't even realize, did you? Sometimes you'll say something and I'll just swoon.
But
I don't think any girl could refuse you.
Is this a
no, I didn't mean to.
vision that he's having whilst they're sleeping?
Nuh-uh, you're smooth and you know it.
She drunk?
Laura, what do you?
Oh, she's about to get very upset.
Good times, smiling faces. It's her, right? Ornelia here.
Yes, I think it is.
Standing next to you. with such a goofy, blissful smile. It has to be, I'm sure of it.
Are you?
Jealous.
Hey, we should take a photo.
Selfies!
Really?
Of us together.
Can we do that in this?
Well, clearly.
I'm sorry. When did this become a group thing? Me and Jin?
Come now, Laura. We all drink from the same well, don't we? That's a wise saying, I think.
I don't think that's strictly applicable here.
You can't have done this in secret anyway.
I've never done this before. Feels nice.
Your Majesty, if I may say, it's no time for levity.
Ijian, relax. You should be open to new experiences.
Oh, fuck. Who did we fall in with here?
Okay, ready for the photo? Everyone say, Torna!
Ah.
There.
I don't know.
Also, hundreds of years have passed, and yet the way they take photographs has not improved in any way, shape, or form. Like, it's still the old style picture box camera.
We didn't see any photographs being taken in the other game.
How long have you been with Adam?
3 years, maybe? 1 year with Mithra. When my village washed away in a flood, Adam was the one that helped us out.
Right. So it wasn't the war then?
No, it was. Resources were running low, so we stripped the mountain bare. That's what caused the flood. Hey, Laura. You were looking for your mother, right? Did you get separated during the war?
If only that were the case. There are some things you don't know about me.
Things?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Okay.
Very secretive.
Mother used to work as hired help. When I was about 10, she was working as a maid. That was when Jin came into my life.
You were a driver at 10?
That's right. Things immediately turned bloody. I had to get out of there in a hurry. 17 years later, here I am.
Wow! You don't look 27. I would have said 20 at most.
Hey, flattery will get you everywhere.
Is it just me, or does Laura
young.
actually does look
Well,
27?
Just like me and Mick, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Bear in
Like
mind that we're
plenty of
kind of
kids
nearly
out
that
there.
age ourselves, so it's quite easy
that's
to
why I'd like to
reflect,
help. Stand by them. Just like Jin always stood by me.
reflect our visions of what we should look like. onto it.
It's almost more real than real family. Right? Don't you think, Mick? What? No reaction? I'm really trying here, you know.
It's fine. He's smiling on the inside.
Knock it off.
Well now, you can tell.
Maybe
Sorta.
he's the reason why they
I see.
adopted Nia.
Well, I'm feeling all inspired now.
Cat you.
Just the spirit we'll need if we're going to set this world to rights.
Yeah!
Ugh, look at them being all happy.
She's smiling.
You can join in, you know.
What's that?
You don't need to ostracize yourself for being an Aegis.
That's not what I'm...
I happen to think you've got a lot going for you, you know?
Should we really be bringing the kids along?
Are you worried? Allrest is a dangerous place right now. The war reaches everywhere.
I'm sure we can keep them safe in a normal fight. But if...
Where are you going?
I want to speak with Adam.
At this time of night?
I'll see what he thinks about it. And if his mind is made up, there's still no harm done.
What?
How long have you been there? Hey! What are you doing in my bed?
Huh? What are you talking about?
Get out! Interloper! Monster!
Hey, quit it! This is where I sleep. It ain't your bed, lady.
Is that Mithra?
Yeah.
Oh, you're such a pain in everyone's bum. You know that. You simpleton.
Hey, wait a minute. Calm down, both. Ow! Come on, take it down. No.
What's all the noise? Is something up?
Really? You can't tell?
It's probably better to sit this one out.
Perhaps that's wise.
Yeah. Maybe I'll just ask him tomorrow.
Ah, good old midnight mishaps. The origin of Rex and Pyra getting funky in the night.
Morning.
Look at his face.
He's been hit in the head.
You're hurt. Are you okay?
Yes, I imagine I'll live.
Sounded like quite a scene.
Yes, well, I was just collateral damage.
Alright, boys. Spill the gossip.
Before, you said if you met a child in whom you saw something of yourself, you'd want to help them. I don't have the heart to leave them here.
I know. And they've got their own concerns. They want to create a place for themselves in this world.
At their age, it's remarkable.
I think it's on us to see they don't come to harm.
Right. And what a charge it is.
She's smiling, but she doesn't like them.
Yeah, I think it's more like a... Okay. Alright, ready for a quick mosey across the desert? You've all got your medicine. Yep. 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 Yep, 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 yep. I've been keeping tabs on him since morning.
Where is Mikhail gone?
He's right next to him.
Oh.
Don't know why you said he had to keep tabs on him, though.
Yeah, it's weird.
We'll be able to see the capsule before long. Let's embrace the arid beauty and don't get lost.
Maybe we'll find some Pokemon with the desert shells.
Desert
Fossils.
shell?
Yeah,
the fossils. I don't... Has there been a game with there's fossils? Oh yeah, there has. Generation 3. Never mind. The capsule needs to be informed of Malice's intentions as soon as possible. Make haste! Yeah, I forgot that there's a ruin maniac that... And you... I think it's for...
Go goggles, wasn't it?
Yeah, you need the go goggles to actually go in the desert and get everything. But it was Anorith and Lilip that you get as the fossil Pokemon.
But there was also snail.
The snail.
Yeah, Onomite.
Yeah, that's in Generation 1, but you don't find that in the desert.
There was a turtle as well.
Yeah, that's Caracosta, that's Generation 5.
Oh, I know. There was one where you had to dig in the walls. Which one was that?
That's
you got
Generation
fossils
4.
You get fossils from there.
Sometimes. And you get all sorts of them. That's actually one of the things I really liked about Pokemon Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum. Is that
It's
fact
going
that
underground.
you get to go underground and you get to actually, you know, use the
Run in
touchscreen to do
people's base
digging and, you know, uncover all these, like, shards and gems
Yeah, I
and
must
everything.
admit, I loved that. And they took it out. But that's also the generation that had the beauty contest, wasn't it?
Well, beauty contests were in Generation 3, and in Generation 4 they modified it a little bit, but they still had them.
Mm.
Well, they took them out because obviously they can't, you know, keep using the underground as a thing because not all Pokemon games have an underground in the first place.
Yeah, but why not?
Well, because I think they did it.
Most Pokemon games have an underground.
Right, okay.
With in the form of Diglett's Cave, usually.
Yeah. But basically, it was the Wi-Fi connection thing that they used it for, and they probably realized that it didn't work as well as they wanted it to, in terms of having people,
Running around
play
and
with
chase
each other
and
and,
making faces, yeah.
it was probably more effort than it was worth in terms of resources and everything. So that's what
It was good though.
They've changed it and iterated on it quite a few times, like with the whole World Trading Center station thing, and I don't know if they're gonna try and do something similar for Pokemon Generation 8 this year, but they might do, for all we know.
I'm wondering if I've like completed quests without realizing.
Probably not. The what matters most one that you saw on the right is the one that you found the thing behind the Wolf or the Grafton Ferris. You've got the key, yeah. So you need to give it back. I don't know. Vez in the militia garrison. Strange that he didn't give us an option to just give it to him while we were there. I guess you didn't see him?
Now maybe you have to have it set.
But why would you need to have it set? You still got the key, so it should still have the exclamation mark above his head.
Let's catch our breath and move out.
Pass.
Because you definitely went up here, so...
I did, yeah.
Oh, he's even further up. Right, you probably didn't see him then.
I didn't see the blue question mark though, and I think you have to have it set to see that. You probably see the dot, but not the command.
Yeah, you didn't go up this far, so...
I did not.
Adam's retainer.
This takes me back.
Without it, his teeth are wonky.
Oh, it's the key, no mistaking it. Don't drop it again. Thank you, man. About that, Vez, it's high time you took some time off. Forced vacation. I think it's important. It's a remedy for diseases of the blood, that clear bright crest. You did say you were picking herbs for your grandmother. Ah, the gravest of afflictions is what it's used to treat.
Aww.
Go home and tend to your grandmother.
So he was just trying to get medicine for his grandmother. Bless him.
As long as you're alive, there's hope in all things. What could be more precious than that? Except your punishment. Not really punishment, is it?
No.
Anything you need, Laura? Kind of put me on the spot here. How about a recipe for a royally delicious meal that's been in your family for generations? I like that phrase from Jin there about it being your wish. It's like, what's it called? Calvin and Hobbes?
Yeah.
There's a panel, a comic strip, where they talk about wishes and getting what they want.
Oh, so basically I've got stuff for the bonfire.
Oh, that's good. But yeah, basically there's a comic strip in Calvin and Hobbes where they're talking about wishes. And I think Calvin says, I wish for like $1 million or, like a rocket ship or something like that. And then Hobbes says, I wish for a sandwich. And Calvin's like, what? Why would you wish for a sandwich? And then later on in the day, Hobbes is eating a sandwich and he says, I got my wish. So, just one of those little things, like, have some perspective on what you want and what you need. So these were mishaps. Lord Adam continues not to overdo things. Yeah.
Okay.
Time to move on.
Right. No, not quite. What I'm going to quickly do, because I've got a very strong feeling that I might have actually done some of these.
Maybe.
Like.
No, you got way more to do on that one. Salvage the Salvager. Apple lamps, that's a collection thing. Alloy sheeting, yep, you can do that later. A taste of home. That'll need a recipe, I imagine. Make a meal that Hassan would approve of.
Chelsea and... Well, let's just quickly... Because we're right next to...
I don't think you are right next to him.
A camp.
Oh, you're right next to a camp. Yeah, fair enough. You gave me the courage to make new connections, Lord Adam. I've come out of my shell and I'm doing just fine.
So we need to make
Gotta be down.
Kasha.
Because I want it all. Chalcedonian Kasha DX.
Let's get down to business.
To defeat the...
It's not that one, is it?
No, it's the upgraded version of that one, so you might not be able to make it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Ooh, no, there it is.
That's it. I just don't have the stuff.
Ruska flower and hot orange is what you need.
Now, who? Now, who? Now,
who? Wow.
Pretty solid, if I say so. And
you cannot hold more.
Sticky stick insect. Sorry. It's funny.
I was so self-absorbed.
Is there a reason why you're trying to make multiples of these?
I think
yeah,
I've
because
done
you use them.
well. I think
But
I've done
you might
well.
need to use... Do they only use one type of ingredient per recipe? Like, cotton branch doesn't get used for anything else?
No.
It's ready. It came together nicely.
So it does or it doesn't?
Some things get reused. Look,
Right,
if we look here,
yeah.
deviled baguette uses deviled onions. I don't think it's going to use it, but weeping flower is probably used again.
Oh,
So-
that's all
look,
deviled
that one,
onion.
deviled
Yeah,
onion,
okay, fair enough.
weeping flower.
So I would say try to save up some of your ingredients then, because you don't know whether it'll be used for something else.
No, they're just used to feed people and then earn their trust and stuff.
What an incredible feeling.
All
credit to my siblings
Right,
in
so I
arms.
can't do that one, so I need to...
I fight for my
Nice one.
friends.
Sorry, I might as well do this whilst I'm, going on.
Yeah, yeah. You'll have to do it at some point,
Yeah.
so it makes sense. Do, 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 do.
Okay, right. Seeking a seeker. See if I've done this.
Use Hugo's crafting skill.
Well, I've not done that.
Did you even have the option to make one of those though?
Yeah, but I didn't have the stuff.
Okay.
Uh,
A full driver combo. You have to inflict smash. I think that might be
Yes.
something you need to properly gear up for, because
it's not gearing up.
no,
it's-
but it's
Oh, look, see, I can do that one.
yeah, but it's you need to make your characters and your party be set up in such a way that you know you will cause smash.
Yeah, well, all you have to do is do break, topple, launch, smash in that order.
Right, but you need to make sure that you're controlling the characters that are capable of doing that.
Not always, but it is, luck. Otherwise,
nobody's come close to the level of skill that you command. Oh,
in the other
more
game,
flattery.
Ricky is really easy to do that with. Is it Ricky?
The
No, it's
knock-on.
not. It's Torna.
In Xenoblade 2.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Roly Poly will make the final decision.
Ricky's not the right guy.
We're going to rendezvous in a letter.
Okay.
Drop by when you've got some time.
Oh, Kenai, why must you always sit on me?
Because he's a good boy.
Great. Another problem
He's a
solved.
very good boy.
Right, that was that.
Cross the desert and go to Oresco.
Done that one. Did we do that one?
That's the one you just had on.
What with the... Yeah.
So,
Okay.
desert time.
No, just before we do anything, I'm just gonna check what... Right, so... that's Smash, is it? Is it Smash? No, it's not.
No.
Ogre Smash is not a Smash move. That's really
Well,
annoying.
no, that makes sense.
Which should be.
No, because...
Right, see that one is Topple.
Yeah.
So he has Topple.
Mm-hmm.
They have Break.
So, break, topple, launch.
Now, who has... What have you guys got?
Nout.
Is that launch? I don't think... Nobody's got launch.
Knockback, but that's not launch.
Nobody has launch or smash.
Right, so you can't do that with quest then.
I can't. Not yet. But that does imply that we're going to get more people. Right, so I'm just going to quickly go here. Just because he said that
What did he say?
wanted to rendezvous.
In a letter.
Yes.
But there's not a quest to mark where you need to go.
Well, no.
So you don't know where he is.
No, but there should be
Skip and a jump later.
Even on familiar ground,
what?
So I'll show you. Because we're in a different region now. Basically, there should be some sort of question mark.
Yeah,
somewhere.
you're not in a letter.
Oh, I thought I was.
No. So there's nothing.
Oh, no, I am.
Well, you know that sometimes time might need to pass before stuff will happen.
Nah.
Yeah. Like, this game has been very clearly gatekeeping, oh, you can't do the next story thing until you collect 5 of these for our supplies, right? So, I imagine that there will be something similar where, yeah, I'm going to see you around, but, you know, nothing's going to show up until you progress the story and then, you know, move on.
Well, I'll just quickly rest then.
Yeah. It's a problem that a lot of big open world games have, in that the pacing of the game is kind of a hard thing to sort of keep consistent, because in an open world game you have to kind of expect the player to spend time, you know, doing random exploring and so on.
Dramaturgy, is that just dramatics?
No, I don't know what that is. I know that
that's the thing I need to do, by the way.
Silver Seeker, yeah.
Yes, but I need Crabble
carapace.
Actually, there might be Crabbles down. Hold that thought. I think I might know where Crabbles are.
Yeah. But yeah, like, you know, games like Red Dead Redemption 2, Assassin's Creed Odyssey, even Xenoblade 2, it's like, you have to assume a certain type of playstyle where some people will do a bit of story, do a bit of side quest, do a bit of story, do a bit of side quest. You can't really rely on someone saying, right, I am going to completely 100% complete the very first area and then move on to the next story bit, because that destroys the pacing of the game. Because you could spend 20 hours on the first area of this game and, you know, not go anywhere. It's like the guy in Final Fantasy VII that wanted to grind up to level 99 and then just like one-shots every single boss on the way to completing the game. And the reason he did that was to prove that you can do that.
It's not bloody... Right, evidence of lag.
No, not evidence of lag.
There.
I don't know what you were trying to do.
Move! I was trying to move!
So then point the controller towards the
You
console.
saw that I could jump. It wasn't letting me move forward.
It's only a problem when you hold the controller, so hold the controller better. Or differently. Or whatever.
This takes me back.
Maybe I have magnets in my wrists.
Maybe you do.
Actually, whilst
Maybe
I'm
you've got a
here,
secret pacemaker that I don't know about, and it messes up all the frequencies of the controllers that you hold.
I might just quickly pop up here whilst I'm here.
Quickly pop up here? You don't know what's up here.
Yes, I do.
Go on. Ah, you're putting the thing in here. Alright, fair enough. Fair enough. You got one piece. Yay!
Thought it might open the next one.
No.
What do we got here?
Remember, you needed like 10 pieces just to get the first gate open.
I know, I'm excited.
I know, but
Right,
that
we're
is very
looking
much a
for
thing of
Crabbles.
come back later.
Any Crabbles? Crabbles?
Nope. Flammies and Broggles and Guianas and...
Crabble!
Yeah,
but I can't because everything's
yeah,
tagged.
exactly. You'll find Crabbles in other places, so you don't necessarily need to do it here.
I know, but I kind of want to, like, whilst I'm thinking about it. Right, are there Crabbles anywhere less dangerous?
Probably not. It's probably all dangerous.
Probably.
I don't suppose you could just... Or are there more enemies here?
Let's speed this up. I can target
I'm hoping Crabble carapaces are... or carapaces, I guess, are a common drop, because you could be here for a while.
We don't even know if they're from this particular Crabble, it could be from a different Crabble.
Well, because it says a Crabble carapace, that would, to me, suggest it's not specific to a type of, a specific type of Crabble. I would at least hope so. It would be like saying, get me a cat claw. Alright, what type of cat claw? Well, does it matter what type of cat claw? Just get a cat claw. I mean, if you want to go ahead and fight a lion for a claw, then all more power to you, but you'll probably have a lot more success just getting a normal cat claw.
I'm not gonna like go back and do it though. I'll do it like the next one.
The next one what?
The next bonfire.
Bonfire?
Campfire then, sorry.
Bonfire. Bonfires on the brain. By the way, Sekiro doesn't have bonfires, it has sculptors' idols. But they work the same
like
way.
Neo.
Well, the ones
Yeah,
in
yeah, I
Neo
got
were
one,
kind of
Did
like
you see?
shrines.
I got the carb.
You got it?
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
I thought I would from these though, didn't I? Haha. Ooh!
Joint combo finish.
How did I get a joint combo? I didn't do the smash.
Is that necessarily the quest you needed to do?
What, the joint combo?
Yeah, I don't know if
I
it
need
is.
to do 3 of them. Hang on.
Yeah, you didn't do any.
It's a driver combo, that was why. Not joint combo. There we go. Alright. How good would it be if they like suddenly dropped another DLC for this game?
I imagine they would not do that because they have to think about DLC very much in advance. I don't know.
My favorite part.
Like when they were first making this game, they must have already had the plan of we are going to release Torna the Golden Country as a separate like game almost. Because they announced the season pass straight away when the game first came out. But they must have already had the idea of, yeah, you know, we're going to plan out a whole new side section thing that isn't necessarily what we did before. It's going to be slightly different. And then later down the line, they, you know, made that a separate game. Sorry?
Should I say this one?
Yeah, why not? Might as well, if you've got the stuff to make Silver Seeker.
I do.
Let's get down to business.
Ta-da!
Phew. Finished.
Phew.
You can only make one. Okay.
Well, you didn't have multiple things to make it anyway.
I had enough to make another one.
You got 2 Crabble carapaces.
Yeah, because I killed 2 Crabbles.
Oh, fair enough.
I'm not going to go back and do it though, but I've made it, so that's all that really matters.
Yeah.
As long as I don't use it, then it changes things.
Yep.
Right. To the desert.
To the desert.
The desert.
Ooh. A Seeker is an item which Hugo can craft. You can investigate the old machines and get new kinds of collectibles. There's 2 different kinds of Seeker that let you investigate different kinds of machines. Get both and gather all the collectibles you want. So, there you go.
Interesting.
New tips have
Hang
been
on,
added.
let's just quickly...
Let's quickly get distracted and do something else.
No, because it might be that we have to specifically...
Gather a bat hinge in Gormott. A scarlet coil in Gormott.
So it might be that you have to use that Silver Seeker on an old machine. So I'm going to try doing this one.
Okay.
What have we got here?
Nope, just gave you stuff.
Yeah, but the stuff from this.
It's just
Now,
another collection
The
point.
question is, do I have to make another one?
This takes
Well,
me back.
have a look.
What, the Silver Seeker?
Well, look at the quest for making the Silver Seeker, and if it says you need to make one, then you know that you've used it up. But I very much doubt that'll be the case.
That was, I just had a look. Item list, do I have Silver Seeker?
There you go, see?
Oh, so once
It's a
you've
key
done
item.
it, once you've done it, you've done it.
Yeah.
Cool. So I need to make the other one now.
Well,
right, I'm
when
going to
you
take
can.
that off because there's no point in doing it.
Mm-hmm.
I'll do it another time.
Yeah.
Say that, might not.
We've got Big Harry here and says hello.
Hello.
Hello. How are you doing, Big Harry? That really does just sound like I'm saying Big Harry, but it's Harry as in H-E-R-I. So.
Oh, okay.
Hello,
yeah,
Harry.
I thought you were saying Harry.
No, because yeah, I was like, I was thinking
well,
while
Harry
I was saying
is
it.
Harry. You don't know, do you?
Yeah, but I doubt it. It's like when I was saying it, I was like, oh, that's like Harry Wizard, like you're a wizard, Harry. And I was like, no, maybe not. Thanks for joining the stream. How are you doing today?
We don't normally insult viewers immediately. Sorry about that.
Immediately, no. Usually we do it behind their backs when they can't listen to us. No, we don't do that at all.
We just wait until they're nice and settled and feel like we love them.
Yeah, lull them into a false sense of security. In fairness, they do the same to us, so.
This is true.
Yeah. Also, is this the way to the desert?
No, but there's a treasure chest down there. It was kind of the way, and then I got distracted. This is new, so.
So maybe don't get distracted.
I've not done this bit yet, have I? I've never done this bit.
Maybe, maybe not.
I've never done this bit. So far.
Maybe.
It's really hard to.
I'm pretty sure you've done fights against Moromoras before.
No, but I've never done this section before. Hence, oh look at that, a chest that I've not opened. Come on, use the wind. Oh, no, don't go away. Did we use it?
No, I think it tried to, but it resists it.
No, there we go. It did use it. Thought we had. Whee! Ah, see, I did launch it. So somebody must have launched.
No, you knew they had launched, they just didn't have smash.
Yeah, well, you can't launch them without.
No, you break topple launch. You knew
when
that.
I have that and we don't have smash. Great.
Yeah.
What's the one you did? Yeah.
Did you? I don't think you did. Or at least you forgot instantly.
Which is kind of story of my life. Ooh, that went a bit slow mo. Mithra! Oh. Ah, okay, good. Let's use that. Any day now.
Any day now.
I'm gonna bloody do it.
Anytime you feel comfortable.
There we go.
Don't fall off. Do you know?
Yes.
You're more likely to fall off than you think. Hey, you did it. Now get the chest.
Off, come on.
Check.
And then I've got some affinities.
Harry says, I'm doing great. I'm just in the middle of my examination period, so no stress at all.
Is that maybe sarcastic?
Maybe sarcastic, I don't know. But
possibly.
It sounds like they're being very positive about it.
You should be.
I mean, put it this way. If you're in the middle, half of it's already done. So, you know, only got
glass
another
is half
50%.
full, glass is half empty.
Yeah. Usually I'm the pessimistic one and Pimmsy's the optimistic one.
Depends on the context.
Well, what context are you more pessimistic than I am? See? Good answer.
I'm trying to think. No, I think in general I am more optimistic.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at. Anyway, you probably want to skip travel to where the desert is.
I know one.
Anxiety
from events and going and seeing.
Oh, yeah. You're like, I don't want to do it. I don't want to
You're like, it's not going to be so bad.
It'll
be
fine.
I'm going to die.
No.
Of embarrassment.
I don't think anyone actually has died of embarrassment, so...
I bet you there's been somebody.
History is not in your favour. Also, you probably want to skip travel to the desert.
I haven't been there yet, so I can't.
Can you not skip travel anywhere closer?
This is the furthest I've been. See,
it has.
just discovered a location.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't joking. But thanks for ignoring me.
No, I thought you had the bridge and then you could just go from the bridge to the desert.
No, the bridge is further back. Look. So we are we've just gotten into this new...
Into a new region.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I'll bet you that's the person that was talking to me before.
Oh, probably.
Anyway, that's the new region that we've just gone into. The
Okay.
Let Bridge is all the way back here.
Okay, fair enough.
And this is where I just was. No, it wasn't. This is not where I just was.
Cabin of the Sea.
This is where I just was.
Ah, right. Fair enough, fair enough.
So this is the campfire.
Yeah, I get it.
This mission. Where are you?
So, Harry, how has your exams gone so far? Have they been, going well? Have you been prepared for them?
What
Have
type
you
of
been-
exams is it in as well? Is it like university or school or what? You've got an exam, haven't you?
Yeah, I've been preparing for it, but I wanted to get it done by the end of January, but I'm not so sure I'll get it done for that because that would mean booking the exam in like the next week or so. Because you need to have a little bit of lead time to say, yep, the place has got the space to have you, and they can set up the machines to do it and stuff like that. So.
See, this is exactly why I chose art to go into.
Yes.
No exams.
No exams. Just lots of stuff you have to make and lots of essays you have to write.
But no exams. It's not all reliant
matter?
on me fucking up on the day.
True.
Which I'm good at. I'm really good at.
Harry says they're at university and they're doing Japanology.
Ooh. Oh, that sounds really fun.
I'm going to admit I have no idea what Japanology means.
Isn't it like basically like American studies?
Yeah, the study of
Japan.
Japanese culture and stuff like that.
Do you have to do the language as well, or can you not do the language?
I think it would be pretty hard to not do the language because obviously a lot of Japanese culture would be based on the stuff they've written, and if you can't read Japanese, then
But you could get a
it
translator.
doesn't work very well. I suppose you could,
This is
but
interesting.
that's going to be hard to find. Joko is here as well. Hello, Joko. Thanks for joining. How are you doing? Mainly the language, says Harry.
Oh, okay, so it's mainly the study of the language. So is that like the history of the language, or the
How to speak it, how to read it.
like the culture of that's a really interesting degree. Sorry, it's just sometimes you get degrees and it's like, oh yeah, just doing this. And, oh, okay, that's groundbreaking. But that I've never come across this degree before, which is interesting to me. My friend, her sister's doing her sister's doing American studies.
Her sister's not doing fuck.
No, American studies.
American studies.
Which I think is the American equivalent to that.
But because they speak English in America, then that makes it more about
they speak American.
Yeah. That makes it more about the politics and the history.
It is, and also it's a lot about the history. But she said that she gets to go to all different places in the States as well, which is really interesting, and like learn the differences between each of the states, and then create relations between the States and England. Basically, that's what the job's going to lead to. It is politics.
Yeah.
Basically.
Harry says, have to go for now. We'll talk about it later.
Yeah.
Bye, Harry. Thanks for joining in. We'll see you again soon, hopefully.
Bye.
Joko also said they're doing good. How are we doing?
We are amazing.
Yeah.
Mainly because you are here.
Exactly.
I am too cute. Don't worry.
What? You're cute.
That was cute.
You don't get to call yourself cute.
Am I cute?
No.
What?
Because you ruined it by saying I'm cute. If you have to say it, you're not. Joko says they're on Dark Souls 3 now. So cool. Wow, you went through Dark Souls 2 pretty quickly. Although, to be fair, you probably started playing it earlier this week, so you can get through Dark Souls 2 pretty quickly. Like, you spend some solid time playing it, you can get through it.
Treasure map.
Ooh, Golden Twin Mesa. The treasure map's not worth the paper it's drawn on. I just need to find some special skill to find the treasure. Let's go track it down. What'd you say? I'll let you keep it if you bring it back.
Okay.
Finding out the truth's more important than the treasure. I don't think that's the case.
Depends on what the treasure is.
Yeah. I think I'd be like, no, I want the treasure.
Let's go on a treasure hunt then.
Consider it done.
Oh, Joko says they skipped Dark Souls 2, but they're going to go back to it at a later date.
To be fair, most people skip Dark Souls 2.
Yeah. I mean, although it is on the PlayStation 4, it's just like one of those things where the PlayStation... Dark Souls 3 is advertised a lot more for the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, I think.
Golden Snitch.
Golden Snitch. Prison Bludger. Fragrantine. Smelly Rock.
Is that... No, that wasn't a real one.
Fragrantine.
What's an incredible feeling?
I mean, I don't know if Fragrantine's a real thing. I highly doubt it is, but it was definitely on that list of items that Hugo could make.
Hey, I have a question.
What?
If you went onto an alien planet, yeah, and you were just like sort of like Avatar style,
yeah,
would you wait for somebody else to try the food, or would you be the one trying it?
Depends on who I'm with.
This takes me back.
Like, if you're with me, I'll let you try the food first.
Oh, cheers.
What?
So not only am I not cute, but you'd also sacrifice me.
Well, if the choice is me or you, I'm probably going to choose you because you'll be able to withstand it.
Why? Well, because I have a strong stomach.
Yeah, exactly. Because I don't, as proven earlier this year.
Rob got the
I got a little
norovirus.
sicky icky.
The norovirus.
Well, I don't know why you keep calling it that, because it's probably not that. You just latched onto that as the name.
Bloody similar.
It doesn't matter if it's similar, it's probably not the thing. It's like saying, oh yeah, I've got swine flu. It's like, you probably...
I actually did have swine flu.
No, I'm not saying you. I'm saying someone else saying, oh yeah, I had swine flu. It's like, you probably didn't have swine flu. You just called it that because you've heard other people saying it. But yes, I would let you try the food on an alien planet first.
Cheers, my
Well,
love.
What would you do?
Eat it in small doses and see.
So you'd do it first. So I'd be like, yeah, all right, go ahead.
But I'm like that anyway.
You like more food than me anyway.
I know, like I would be the one to try a new thing.
Exactly.
Like 100%. But that's the point, isn't it?
That is the point, because
No,
if it's an
gentleman would try
alien
this. I'm gonna
planet-
launch you. Fuck you.
I mean,
Raise me up.
landing on an alien planet, you're kind of always assuming that the atmosphere itself is, you know, not going to kill you.
Okay, here's another question. So one of your colleagues has found a rock and it smells just like cake.
Mm.
Do you lick it?
No, it's a rock.
You wouldn't lick the rock?
No.
But you don't know. It might just be a really hard candy.
It could be, but why would I want to lick a really hard candy?
Because it's like cake. You might have not
What?
had cake in a very
Cake
long time.
candy? I don't know what you... What is this?
It's a hypothetical.
I know it's a hypothetical, but why would anyone be tempted to lick a rock?
Because it smells like cake.
No matter what it smells or tastes like. It's a rock.
But it smells like cake.
So?
Also, pregnant people eat rocks.
Okay, do they?
Yes.
What for?
Because they get weird cravings. And rocks
No, that
and
just sounds like
clay-
they're being weird.
No, rocks and clay is a common
Common, you say?
craving. Yeah.
Common?
I'm serious. Look up common strange cravings.
Okay,
for pregnant
I will
women.
look up common strange cravings
For pregnant
for
women.
pregnant women.
Oh, is that poisonous? Are you gonna kill me? Yes, you
Uh-huh.
are poisonous.
Alright, where did you look at this? Did you go to Netmums, Cosmopolitan, Bustle,
No, I think I.
Insider.com?
I don't think it was anything stupid. I think I just saw it somewhere. I can't remember where.
Oh, you saw it somewhere, you say?
Yes, so I obviously saw it somewhere.
Alright, let's go for Netmums, why not? Okay, so 30 of the weirdest pregnancy cravings. Oh, do I have to click through all of them individually? A sandwich. Oh, what a weird craving. A sandwich.
Oh, that's not a weird craving.
Mustard sandwiches. Chocolate unbuttered rolls. Mint sauce sandwiches. Egg and quaver baguettes. Rubber. Now that's a weird one. Bubbles.
Oh wait, you're not in sandwiches anymore.
No.
Yeah, bubbles like us in bubble bath.
Sponge. Okay.
Yep.
As in an actual bath sponge, not
Yep.
cake. Toothpaste, toilet paper, cake mix, paper clips, dry tea bags, chalk, mud, firelighters, soap, ice cubes, dime bars in cabbage leaves. That's very specific.
It's very specific.
Chocolate.
This is a common one as well.
Chocolate cake with pickled onions, pilchards and ice cream, cottage cheese and bran flakes, sour cream and onion crisps. I don't think these are actual legitimate pregnancy cravings. These are just weird recipes. Chicken nuggets smothered in warm custard. That sounds like someone watched Doctor Who and said fish fingers and custard. Water from a hose pipe. Yeah, that's very specific. Paint cleaner, Dettol, the smell of a dishwasher opening after a wash, and the smell of damp, soapy sponges.
That's a strange thing.
I have no idea. No idea. Alright, let's move off Netmums then. Let's go to another one. I think Cosmopolitan should be a decent one for
my
weird.
asthma thing now. I want to open it, but I've got...
But the closest thing you had there was mud, and that is not clay.
People seriously do get
It is not clay.
Oh, okay.
Hey, welcome to the
sliding.
Stream Sand Corridor.
Wah!
Alright.
Can you go up?
No, probably
Yeah,
not.
you should.
Can you?
Well, I'm doing it, so...
Are you?
Oh.
I don't think you are.
Oh, I thought I was.
Nope. Alright.
shit.
So
Oh, I'm gonna die.
Cosmopolitan says orange juice, peanut butter, licorice, tacos, BLT, Caesar salad. Those aren't weird.
They're not
Pickle
weird.
sandwiches. That's a bit weird. Pretzels in honey, sauerkraut on pizza.
Sauerkraut is disgusting. Have you ever tried it?
No.
It's not
I don't
nice.
want to. Undiluted lime juice. Hot Cheetos dipped in yogurt. Non-toasted bagels with cream cheese and cantaloupes. Super tart lemonade. 5 chili chicken.
So
Honey on
basically,
everything.
Sour things is a common thing then, from what I'm getting.
Hot sauce on peanut butter. Oh, this is a weird one. Sand.
Yep.
Straight from the beach.
Yeah.
I wanted to grind salt between my teeth. I told my doctor and their advice was don't do it.
Don't eat sand. What good advice.
Tomato products, so ketchup and pasta sauce, English muffins, and 2 to 4 mangoes a day.
That's a lot of mangoes.
Again, none of those were clay.
Seriously, Google it.
I just did Google
Whether
it.
people eat clay. Do pregnant people eat clay?
Alright. Do pregnant women
Ever eat clay?
ever eat clay? Eating soil and the effects of eating soil during pregnancy.
I guess they're quantifying soil as clay
We can take
in
them
this
on
context.
later.
In this context.
Alright, here we go.
There's a
Here's
dot
something that
here.
might be it.
I'm sure I've read it somewhere. I don't know whether it's
mm.
factual or not. But never done
It
this
just
study
might have
myself.
been made up.
Well, it could have been. You can put anything on the
Alright,
internet.
I found the thing that you were probably looking for. So, it's pica or pica, P-I-C-A. So, pica is the practice of craving substances with little or no nutritional value. Most pregnancy and pica-related cravings involve non-food substances such as dirt or chalk. The word pica is Latin for magpie, which is a bird notorious for eating almost anything. It's true that the majority of women will experience cravings during pregnancy. However, most of these cravings are for things like pickles and ice cream.
I like pickles.
Pica cravings are most commonly seen in children and occur in approximately 25 to 30% of all children.
What the hell?
Pica cravings in pregnant women are even less common.
Look at this.
Yes, very weird. The reason that some women develop pica cravings during pregnancy is not known for certain. There is currently no identified cause. However, according to the Journal of American Dietetic Association, there may be a connection to an iron deficiency. Some speculate that pica cravings are the body's attempt to obtain vitamins or minerals that are missing through normal food consumption. Sometimes pica cravings may be related to an underlying physical or mental illness. The most common substances craved during pregnancy that are pica related are dirt, clay, and laundry starch.
Told you. Clay.
Okay. You Americans are weird.
American.
Oh dear. Whatever should we do?
I feel like you might be stupid. Oh, I want that.
Do you?
I do.
You do. You're dead
Red.
though.
Probably a piece of slate.
Also, there was a green barrel next to it.
I think I'm gonna have to fight my way to that though, and I don't know if that's possible.
We must consider
Well, you just come back here later.
carefully.
There's gonna be more like slate pieces all over the world, so I wouldn't
Yeah.
worry about not getting one
So
straight
do you
away.
think I should discover that area or go down here?
Discover that area. Why not?
That area.
Yeah.
Because I've already discovered the lake.
Mhm.
I haven't obviously gone.
You know, the more landmarks you find, the easier it will be to get through this later on. Also, despite this being called a desert, not only is there lakes to the right of you, but there's forest to the left.
Oasis.
Yeah, we don't typically see forests in a desert.
You don't. This is true. Oh god, it's really fucking scary around here.
Hey, look at that.
Ooh.
This is
Nature preserve.
This place would make a perfect base of operations.
Ooh. Playing a bit of green sleeves on the flute. Oh wow, look at that meteor. Crater, crater rather.
Crater.
Crater.
Here's some more people that we can't speak to. Why are you here?
They're observing the crater.
Oh, let's go and see it.
Jump to your death!
Ooh. Sweet.
There's a
I've been there.
campfire.
Don't think I've been here.
Nope.
My favorite
There's a
part.
clear structure to this lock.
Nah, no
Slow
flock
and
picking.
steady.
Or Kenai, actually.
Oh, it doesn't matter because I've unlocked the look. See, it's on my map now.
You don't have to actually set at the campsite, though.
What? No, that I meant
What
that.
have we got here?
Nature makes a fine ally.
Hey, I just spurred it.
Did you really want to say that?
Yes. It's
Why?
Funny. It's funny. Have
Okay.
I been here?
Yes, you have.
Really?
Yeah, you've met this nameless Wonderpond before.
Have I been down there?
Well, I would say at the campsite first,
Why?
because there's nothing else here.
My favorite.
Something's buried
Nah,
down
no.
here. Can't win them all.
Joker says, you guys are the weird ones, not us Americans. You guys. We're all weird in our different ways.
How do you guys see us as weird? Out of curiosity.
I mean, you literally admitted to farting live on stream.
No,
so...
no, that's not what I mean. Like, as in, like, what is it that's strange about what we do? Because obviously we know what's strange about what they do, but like, there's other things, isn't there? Should I go from the nature preserve? Yes, go from
If you want, I mean, that led on to the Lasarian.
yeah, because we went
province.
down that way,
Yeah.
but we could have gone this way. Wait, no.
You
that
went,
way.
You went that way,
that
but you could have
wanna
gone
go
this way.
This is where we want to go. It's
We
probably
all
gonna
have
say, "You
we all
can't
have
go
our
this way."
different idiosyncrasies when it comes to, you know, everything.
The scared staircase.
This takes me back.
It's not even a good pun. It's more your dyslexia coming out.
Oh,
Ooh,
'cause
look
then
up.
you-
Hello.
It's a tail.
Is it a tail?
Yes.
Doesn't look like a tail to me.
Wing.
Possibly a wing.
It's the Titan.
Yeah, it's a tail. Ooh. A holy gate.
We made it. Good stuff.
Altana. He's got a sister called Soul.
Now, let me see.
Oh yeah, I know it's terrible.
Just
I'm
taste
just
it.
gonna quickly go to. Wait, was it this one? Can't make it.
Nope, can't make it. Indeed.
There. I was so self-absorbed. I think I've done reasonably well.
You know what was interesting is Lily of the Sunny Valley, because Lily of the Valley is poisonous. Maybe that's actually the opposite of poison.
It's ready.
Maybe.
Maybe it's not.
It's ready.
I mean, I don't think there'll be a plant in this game called Dayshade, so... Like, they might make references to real-world plants and their effects, but I doubt it.
The future is within our grasp.
All credit to my siblings in arms.
The weirdest thing that I can think
still
of
improve.
about American
have to.
culture is the portion sizes.
That's the weirdest thing you can think of.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
Oh, what's the weirdest thing you can think of?
Well, I was going to say things like...
Oh, the southern-northern divide. That's interesting. But I guess everywhere has
yeah.
that, because we've got that with England as well.
Well,
We do.
no.
We do.
In America, it's more of a east versus west divide.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, because it's like
Can I open this?
best coast is west coast and east coast is beast coast, and you know, there's a whole thing like people who live in LA, San Francisco versus people who live in New York and Florida, and you know, it's more of an east-west thing than a north-south thing. The north-south thing is more of like a political and historical thing. To be fair, though, I think if Britain was, you know, turned 90 degrees, there would be more of a east-west divide. Because there's not really much of one now, because Britain's a very, like, thin island.
Still seemed weird that we are actually an island. It doesn't feel like an island.
Well, no, of course it doesn't feel like an island, because it's... Well, when we're talking about these land masses, we're talking huge,
Yeah.
right? And it's like Americans saying, oh, I can't believe that Europeans can drive 2 hours and be in a different country. I drive for 2 hours and I'm still in the same state. Like, America is huge. Probably not. You probably want to head back towards the desert.
No, I definitely do for the story, but obviously I'm discovering new areas.
I think because America's so big, that's why things like the jokes about Starbucks being on every like block or every corner, because it's just
Well, we have Greg's
so
on
many
every corner.
people. Well, yeah, there's that, but that's just because Greg's is kind of like a national institution of where we live.
Can I sit down?
Like, Greg's did their new vegan sausage roll thing,
It's
and
sold out.
yeah, because you know it's very popular.
Is this where I just... Yes, it is.
And of course, Piers Morgan made an arse of himself saying,
fucking
real
idiot.
sausage rolls shouldn't have meat in. And then he was given a vegan sausage roll and he threw up, and it's like, well...
He threw up?
Well, yeah, because he's a pansy. His stomach couldn't handle the veganness.
Oh. Not enough meat. Does he just eat meat then? Maybe he's a carnivore. We've got to give him a bit more credit, you know. Everybody lives different lifestyles.
Maybe he eats people. Maybe
Maybe
he
he-
eats small animals, yeah.
Maybe he's
Maybe.
A cannibal. Carnivore.
Maybe.
Oh, no, your nail's stuck in my... Ow, ow, ow.
Honestly, do you think there is a non-0% chance of famous celebrities being cannibals?
A non-zero?
Yes.
No, they could be. I don't
So
know.
they could be. So there is a non-zero chance.
Well, it would be very, very naive to think that everybody's good. I mean, it's just like...
Yeah, but
there was one
cannibals
time... Yeah, but there's one
is a
time
very
in life
specific
when you
thing.
think, oh, no, celebrities would never molest children. And then, oh, wait. Loads of them are pedophiles.
Yeah, but cannibals is a bit harder to, you know, like hide, I would think. But if there
Is
was,
it?
if there was, well, yeah, because people disappear.
Yeah, and then people go looking for them.
Mm-hmm.
You can blackmail children a lot easier than you can, yet they're bloody discovered all the time.
Yeah. So if there was going to be a celebrity that was a cannibal, who do you think would be the most likely suspect?
I can't remember his name.
Well, describe him.
He played Hannibal.
What, Mads Mikkelsen?
Yeah, that's all.
Really? You're not thinking of Anthony Hopkins?
No, the young one.
There's lots of young Hannibals.
The
It
one
depends-
that's got an accent.
Okay,
Can't
that
remember
narrows
which
it
one.
down.
It was a TV show.
So you mean the TV version of Hannibal?
Yeah.
Right. So that is Mads Mikkelsen, yes.
Yeah, that was the one I was talking about. Were you
Right.
talking about Anthony Hopkins?
Well,
I knew his bloody name.
Well, yeah, but there's there's more than one Hannibal. Hannibal has been depicted by, I imagine, quite a few people. So you think that the celebrity who plays Hannibal gets a taste for it, even though he doesn't actually eat humans?
No, he kind of seems like the type. I guess he plays it really well. Don't you
Yes, that's
think?
called acting.
You know what I mean, though? Like, he seems like...
It's literally his job to do that.
Yeah, I know, but, like, he seems like he could. Right?
This is new.
Oh.
This place would make a perfect base of operations.
Maybe.
Ooh. Oh, I know where I am. I'm where I'm supposed to be.
Where are you supposed to be?
This story.
What have we got here?
Oh, right, okay. Onwards.
I accidentally found it.
Accidentally.
It's a large area, that, look. If you have a look. Oh, that's one one.
Nope.
This area is huge.
Oh, you went to the very top. Fair enough.
Accidentally. Basically, I thought I was here.
Yeah.
Which I was. But then I accidentally went through here. Without going through here.
Oh well, you're here now.
Discovered no landmarks on the way.
There might not be
Look,
landmarks there.
literally not. There must be something there.
There might not be.
Big whole lot of nothing.
I'm trying to think of who I would think, celebrity-wise, could be a cannibal.
Ooh, the guy that plays the character in You. He
Oh,
could
right.
definitely eat people.
So I saw something quite funny on Twitter about that. So
did
he was
you?
in Gossip Girl.
And apparently he played a stalkerish type there as well.
Well, I don't know if he did actually, but
No, that's what they said. He's a very similar character.
Oh, is he? Okay.
Not an actual stalker character, but a stalker-ish character. That's what I'm saying.
I didn't know that. But basically, in You, he's giving Paco the book, The Count of Monte Cristo.
Yeah.
But he's holding a prop book that is nowhere near the size of The Count of Monte Cristo, because The Count of Monte Cristo is over 1,000 pages long. So it's a big book.
Yeah, but...
And he didn't give a big book to Paco.
No, basically, a lot of people are theorizing that You is actually a sequel to Gossip Girl.
Oh, okay.
But I've never seen Gossip Girl, so...
No, I never saw that either.
I think I might watch it, though. I've got a lot of work to do, and, watching...
Well, if it's on
like
Netflix, then that'll be the
it
next
is on
rabbit
Netflix.
hole. Oh, it is?
It is on Netflix.
Oh.
Well, it was on Netflix. Whether it's
I guess
still
I'm going to lose you for the next week or so, then. You're going to disappear into...
Into the void of Netflix.
Yes. Blankets and Netflix. And junk food and cats.
And wine. That will be my life.
Yep.
I might get some cheese too, just to...
Rub it in. Make the
don't
house
rub
smelly.
it in. That would be horrible. Sticky. Would it be sticky? Can you just remove his paw? He's digging it into my leg. Oh, thank you.
So, which celebrities would be cannibal? It has to be someone that...
Angelina Jolie.
It has to be someone that seems not, like...
Christopher Bagans?
Not publicly, like, all there, but also someone who might try harder than usual to look normal.
Donald Trump.
Nah, that's too obvious. I don't think
Theresa May.
No, she just eats children's souls.
That's not right. What's not right?
This Titan. Why isn't it in its real form?
You noticed?
What do you mean?
That isn't the original form of the Torna Titan. In ancient times, the Tornan Titan held awesome power. Torna made use of that power to dominate all rest for 1,000 years.
Seems a bit OP.
But the power was shut away in the reign of Electos I. Since then, the Titan has looked like this. See that glowing sphere in the castle tower? That forms the seal.
Is that what Maus is aiming for?
Why would he do that? Wouldn't it be a threat to him too?
Truthfully, I don't know myself. But in any case, If he makes a move for it, it is clear what we must do.
Not
Agreed.
Joko says, got to go, guys. Have a nice day / night. Bye, Joko. Thanks for tuning in.
Offer our report to His Majesty.
You still haven't come up with any celebrities.
I know, it's hard to think of them.
Eyebrows.
No. You know, he quit Twitter because people were making fun of how he looked on Bandersnatch.
Really?
Yeah.
Why? He looks the same as he does normally.
Yeah, but because people don't normally watch him and they watch Netflix, they were like, oh, he looks strange. And it's like, no, well, alright, we call him eyebrows because he's got very distinctive eyebrows.
He's got a very iconic look, but that's not.
But that doesn't mean, like, we don't respect what he does and that we don't know his real name. Because we do. Don't we, Pimmsy? Don't we?
No.
You don't know his real name. Okay. Well.
I just know his eyebrows. I always know his. Yeah, because I don't have to refer to him by name because when I say eyebrows, you know exactly who I mean.
His name's Will Poulter. And he was saying that he was having to quit Twitter for his own mental health because people were saying, oh, he looks ugly or he looks wrong in Bandersnatch.
He doesn't look ugly or wrong. He looks exactly the same as he
looks
always
like a
does.
human being. As in, not someone who's massively hyper glamorized and sexualized, and he looks like a normal dude.
He definitely has characteristic eyebrows.
Yeah.
But I mean that just it kind of defines him. Like it gives him originality, if anything. What do you think?
I don't know about originality, but it's like Leonardo DiCaprio and Jack Nicholson have very expressive eyebrows when they want to. And he also has quite distinctive
Daenerys
eyebrows.
as well. She's got like.
Oh yeah.
What's her name? Amelia. Blah, blah, blah.
Oh yeah, good name that. Amelia. Blah, blah, blah.
Is it Amelia Clarke?
Yes, it is.
She's got very iconic
movable eyebrows.
Expression. It's the same as Emma. Fucking hell. What's her name?
Emma fucking hell.
No, the girl from Harry Potter.
Emma Watson.
That's it. I was like, Wilkinson? That's not right.
No.
Emma Watson also has a very expressive eyebrow.
Does she?
Yeah.
Can't say I've noticed.
She always, whenever she goes, whenever she's talking, eyebrows. All the time.
Cannibal celebrities. Who would be a cannibal celebrity?
Wayne Rooney.
No, he looks like an ogre, but he's not. Like, he is pretty much the personification of a dumb British man.
He's not dumb.
He's not smart.
He's not smart, but he's not dumb.
But he's like the typical, oh yeah, go out on tour, lads on tour, and get wasted and everything. It would have to be a celebrity that is just functionally like maybe Jacob Rees-Mogg, but then again he'd be like, I only eat the finest tastes.
I don't know who that is.
He's a politician, basically universally reviled, but he somehow has managed to be an MP. So, the only other ones I can think of would be like people who are quite old and just not all there, like Gary Busey maybe. But to be fair, if you're not of sound mental health, then I very much doubt you would even be able to find a good way of having cannibalism succeed for you, because you need to have multiple people help you out with that, or at least have the money to like.
How posh this inn is.
Yeah, it's pretty posh.
Pretty posh. It's bloody posh.
Cannibal celebrities. Do you reckon Putin eats people?
I think he has a fucking farm of them. Should I sleep?
Yeah, why not? You might be able to level up, who knows? Nah, I don't think Putin would eat people. He probably just like has fun shooting them.
I believe I've gained a little skill.
No, you know what? Honestly, don't know. Couldn't say who
I
would
can
be
still
the
improve.
most likely suspect for a cannibal celebrity.
You could Google it and see
What
who.
cannibal celebrities? All right, well, let's see what comes up.
It'll probably come up with mass murderers.
It'll
but-
come up with mass murderers, like you said, or people who played Hannibal. Cannibal celebrities, come on down.
Just put who do you think could be a cannibal?
Ooh.
From
Isai Sagawa.
I don't know who that is. You're gonna have to show me a picture of these people.
He ate a woman in Paris. Ooh. 18 cannibals who will disgust you, then freak you the fuck out. Good old BuzzFeed doing the Lord's work. Amima Nelson. Don't know who she is. Tamara Samsonova, the Granny Ripper. Okay.
Granny Ripper. What, did she only eat old people?
No, she was 71 years old.
Oh, right.
and
I
she
thought
ate
you were
people.
going to say, yeah, you have to let humans mature.
Somu Miyazaki. Armin Meus, aka the Master Butcher. Issei Sagawa. Otis Toole. Alessia Mostovchisko. Albert Fish. Vince Lee. Andre Chikatilo. Kevin Ray Underwood. Carl Denk. Alfred Packer. Joe Metheny. That's a great name for a last name. Catherine Mary Knight. Jeffrey Dahmer. There we go. There's one person we know. Jeffrey Dahmer is a very famous serial killer and cannibal. I think he's kind of the inspiration for Silence of the Lambs.
Really?
I think so. Yeah, late 70s. And there's documentaries about him as well. Stanley Baker. And Leonardo Cianciulli. I only heard of one person on that list, and that's good. Okay. Ooh, here's a good one. Katy Perry is a cannibal is the craziest, most believable conspiracy theory.
How is it believable in the slightest? Am I missing something?
Well, let's go into this news article.
Oh, it's actual news.
No. So this is the Independent.
Okay. So it's
Cannibal restaurant with roasted human heads on the menu shut down by police. This was in 2014, by the way.
no way. No, it didn't have actual.
They arrested 11 people and closed the restaurant after 2 human heads were found wrapped in cellophane and discovered at a hotel restaurant that had been serving human flesh. A tip-off led police to the macabre discovery in Anambra, Nigeria, with 11 people being arrested and AK-47 guns and other weapons being seized.
Did she eat there?
No. Alright, let's see. Alright, here we go. Snopes.com. This is going to be a good one. Do celebrities dine at a cannibal restaurant in Los Angeles? The claim is Katy Perry, Meryl Streep, and Chelsea Clinton are all members at an elite cannibal restaurant in Los Angeles. But this is false. There is restaurants that allow people to eat in the dark, do a juice cleanse, walk through a freezer. It also said that people like to, dine on human flesh. But the Cannibal Club does not exist. This is based on a fake Cannibal Club website, which has been online since 2009, and a leaked document purportedly listing Streep, Clinton, and Perry as members. They all come from stock photo websites. Yeah, so that is fake.
Fake news. Sell items.
Apparently, people on I'm a Celebrity want to eat each other. I like one of the results on this list. Cannibal Club with VIP list. Watch till the end. It's like, well, that's clearly not going to be anything even remotely based on fact. But well.
To be fair, you don't know that.
Well, it's not one of those things that would come up often, I don't think. But well. Fabry Industry Ward.
Oh dear.
So, what's the goal at the moment?
It's kind of a exploring the new place. I was thinking like I need to speak to Clemens. That's who I need to. There's all different theories, yeah. And some people thought that you gain knowledge through eating other people.
Oh yeah, you gain the power of the person. Yeah.
Yeah. But like, I think you can get the power of the person through other
Don't have to tell me twice.
Other ways.
Witness my
Like manipulating their brains, like Sylar does.
Yeah, like you don't have to eat them.
Well, that was one of the mysteries of Heroes. So in season 1, it's kind of implied that he eats people's brains, and then they ruin the mystery in season 3 or 4, and so it's like, I don't eat people's brains. That's disgusting. I just cut off their heads and manipulate their brains so I get their powers. And it's like, oh, that's okay then. It was just an excuse to let Hayden Panettiere continue to live after he caught her. So, in fairness, they didn't actually outright explicitly say he did that.
Oh my
but
god, this is horrible.
The implication was better. Go on.
This girl's gonna die.
Yeah, she's an alien girl.
This is her mother, and basically she said that there's no medicine in Torna.
There's no medicine in Torna.
Yeah. Oh, that's horrible.
I'm a bit shy lately. Sorry, I didn't mean to. Oh, there's lots of shops all over Torna. You'll find tons of useful stuff, but going to places make me tired.
Oh, that's horrible. That's just washed over as well. That's it.
There's gonna be a quest where you get medicine for her, and it'll be, oh, I need to go to a completely different Titan to do it.
That's awful, though.
Ooh. Back alleys.
Ooh.
Back streets back. Alright. Who challenges Ruru? Old lady from the market must have told us again. We're gonna find this tip-top base. Friends, we need to find a better base for us.
Right next to some cocaine.
Basically. Actually, there's no cocaine in that.
There's no cocaine.
Just money.
That it? Oh. I was going to expect a bit more. Should I jump in the water?
Nah. Oh, what's that in the water there?
Good work, everyone. I'm all adventured out.
Oh, it's just a flower.
I'm invisible.
Clearly not. Ramps are hard, aren't they?
Okay, so I don't think I've been down.
Hey, look, it's Han Solo, a scruffy army herder. I lost. Armus don't really understand the idea of competition. I'll have to think of something better. I'm going to try something new every day.
Well, there was a place that they raised Armus in the other game as well, so this must be the Armu raising. I can't target that. Normally can target them.
Well, no, you don't want to, like, murder a defenseless Armu.
It doesn't matter whether you murder them or not. You can normally target them because they're a monster at the end of the day. They are. That way or this way?
I'd probably go up.
Okay.
And then carry on going up.
Can't. The door's closed.
Amateur flautist. Climb stairs. You get to go to Aquila Watchtower or Aurelius Palace. Don't miss the gardens. Rococo recommended going around and entering from the side of the shopping wall.
Which is where I just was. Basically, she's saying the door's closed.
Well, here we are. We made good time.
Okay.
An elderly potter.
Me in the future.
Here we revere the might of the Titans. It's essentially our religion. Don't have special rituals though. We just believe in respecting life around us. We're all the same. Everyone is a gift to the world.
Nah, she's not like me. She didn't talk about
Deku scrub. Torna town wonderful. Impressive palaces, beautiful gardens, and this splendid moat. I don't know if you can really call that a moat.
Well, it's around a castle.
Wandering around the town to expand trading knowledge. I guess you're right. That is technically the definition of a moat, is a body of water that surrounds a castle.
Yeah.
Ah, my favorite part.
It's like the minimum that you expect from
My favorite.
Okay. Did we get any juicy? Yes, we did. Okay.
What have we got here?
Yoink. Right. And then, yeah. Sorry, it's only because I've not discovered this area.
Well, it's a completely new place.
Yeah.
Pyrithium guild member. Gives Mamimi a terrible urge to jump off the tower. Wow. Best to resist the urges and leave it for the real daredevils.
As in us. They'll be into a pool of water.
Work. I've got all the feistiest fresh fish.
Fish are swimming around in the moat. They're not gonna. They have to have been put there by someone. They don't just drop out the fucking sky, do they?
Well, they could do.
What? No, they can't.
They could do. I mean,
it rains fish here.
You're on
okay,
Titan, remember?
I kind of wanna.
There's not going to be anything around the corner.
No, I bet you have to jump off. That was the part that she was talking about.
There's not really much to do when you're guarding a warehouse. Don't come any closer or I'll do something. Just kidding. It's been around for generations. There might be a treasure inside. It's been redone though, so it looks like all the rest of the normal boring buildings.
We made it. Good stuff.
Doesn't seem so bad.
What are you doing?
There's a chest somewhere. Ah. You have to jump from above or break the stacked boxes.
I can't do that.
Nope.
Me twice. Witness.
It's
2 weeks.
You can't rush these things.
Kind of makes me feel like this is kind of egging you to come back because there's so much stuff that I've just not been able to do. Okay, right. To the next bit.
So you're gonna have to go through the shopping district again to get through.
Yeah, I actually need to sell stuff because part of Minoth's affinity chart is to sell not 200,000, sorry, 20,000 worth of stuff. So I'm gonna quickly sell some things. Right. So I need things that are
expensive.
Reasonably expensive.
That you have lots of.
Probably these.
Yeah, those would probably do.
So let's go alphabetical.
Do you not want to do rarity and then just go to the bottom? Oh no, rarity. Yeah, rarity is just the icon in the middle. So actually, no, that probably works. You can get rid of all the multiples, can't you?
Yeah. Sorry, it's not very interesting. Should I not do this?
Depends on how much you actually need to sell. Because if it's fairly quick, then just get it over and done with. But
well, it's not taking too long, is it?
Max attack.
I'm not even reading what they are.
Well, you don't need to. You know that you've got at least one of them.
Yeah, but you got
it's
more
not.
than one.
It's not like you're trying to equip them on multiple people, are you?
You can.
I know you can, but you're not going to, are you?
Well, right.
You'll get more anyway.
This is so interesting to watch.
Well, you can probably stop now and just check if that's done it.
Hang on. Yeah.
Ta-da!
Stupid that that's a thing, but it is.
So what's the next one?
Yeah.
Blade combo. Okay, fair enough.
Okay. Sorry about that.
It's fine. You got lots of money. Lots of dollar bills, y'all.
Let's see what you've got.
You know how I was saying about you probably wouldn't find better core chips? Guess what? Better core chips.
I think that one's actually better.
I would probably say so. Actually, let's have a look at the crit rate of the other one. Yeah, it's better. Never mind. Just because it makes the block rate go down by 2%.
Yeah.
Basically, not, negligible.
Oh, now that is a bit different though.
Yeah.
Although she's a healer, she doesn't need
Yeah,
block.
she wants more block rate, doesn't she?
No, she doesn't, it doesn't matter about block.
No?
It's more about ether defense.
Okay, well that's not changing the ether defense, is it?
Or crit rate is probably better. I'll leave her for now.
Yeah.
Now, Mithra has to have better crit, so I'm going to put that one. Even though it's better overall, that one, it's like a lot better.
A lot more crit rate versus better increases for across multiple. Nope.
No, the block rate goes down too much.
Yeah.
So does that. That's it.
Cool.
Right.
Ooh.
Oh, no. I know what that is.
Do you?
Yes. Let me show you.
Inventor Gideon. Ah, right, bat hinge.
Yeah. Already did that. I already did one of them at least. You just need to keep on collecting stuff and going back. It's like a continual
How did you already have the quest for that though? You haven't been here, have you?
Yes, I have. Hence why none of them have got little stars above their heads.
Oh. I must have completely missed that then, because...
You did. I've done a loop now. Done around the whole town.
Right, okay.
So instead of going down here, I went down there.
Yeah.
Do you remember
who you are?
I haven't been here though.
Nope. The palace hasn't been needed defending, which means our squad's short on fighters. All they do is skive off and swan about. That's pretty dire. If there was a real attack, we'd be in trouble. Talent doesn't grow on trees.
This is true.
Ooh, but he's a passionate youngster. Did you guys see it? The Royal Torna army? Wow! They had whopping long spears. That's so cool.
Bless him. Okay. No, that's the right way. Let's not do that.
Ooh. How's it going, Bri? I did a bit of travelling back in the day. Lakes, forests, nothing quite like Torna though. Nice and quiet. Past kings might have been brutal despots, but our king's good. Such a progressive outlook.
Very good, very good. Ha!
Aha.
Let's get some drunk.
Ah, my favorite part.
There we go.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, my favorite part.
Ooh, a ladder. Oh, is this the watchtower that you need to jump down from?
I think it might be. But I don't really want to do that.
Well, I suppose it's always good to have a look.
Like if it just puts me in a place where I'm just... You know, it's not really necessary to... I think this is probably the place.
Doesn't look familiar to me. Oh, well, you can probably just jump from here and go in all the roofs and everything.
No, I'm gonna try and keep on going. See if there's something...
Aha!
Ah, my favorite part.
So I know you need 70 of those green barrels.
I hope that's not.
No. Oh no.
Oh, got it.
You got it.
Lucky because it was as well. Wasn't it?
I know there's 70 green barrels to get for that Nopon thing. I wonder how many barrels there actually are in like the overworld, because there must be more than 70.
Yeah, there's probably more. Do you think I should drop down then, or should I continue?
I don't know if this is where you want to go though. For the treasure trove. Also, it can't be worth it that much.
Yeah, but there's a rooftop over there.
Yeah, there is a rooftop, but is it worth it to try and get it from here? Because I don't think this is in the right place. Alright.
I just want to see, because I'm curious. Well, it's definitely a thing, because otherwise why would they have...
Yeah, why would they have the bridges? Oh, there's another ladder. Round and around and around we go. Where we stop, nobody knows. Oh, yeah. There you go. Nice and easy. Oh.
It's not that easy.
Nice and easy, I say, as I jinx Pimmsy.
I don't think you're supposed to go to
You might not be supposed to do that.
the
So.
boxes. It's safer.
Ta-da!
This is definitely not like progressing, but
Oh, clearly, yeah.
it's interesting.
You're mine.
See how many secrets they decided to hide in this town. So that's Gideon.
I can get over there.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to.
I think we're completely in the wrong place to try and find that treasure trove. Also, you've fallen down now.
Yes, I have. Okay. Sorry. That's for another day, I
That's
think.
a massive tangent, yes.
It's not a massive tangent. It's not like
Going
I
on the
went
rooftops is not a massive tangent.
No, because it's not massive. Like, I didn't end up in another whole town. I just ended up on top instead of going where I should, which is over there.
Mm-hmm.
But I kind of want to keep on exploring this bit because I've not really explored it a lot. I went that way. I'm going to do this bit now.
Mm-hmm.
So I've not done it yet. Ah, thought that was a barrel.
It tricked you.
It did.
You're mine now.
Woman of leisure. Leisure and pleasure. Are you all equipped with accessories?
Yeah, but not very good ones.
You've got your hats and your chokers and your amulets. There are some accessories that will help you on your journey.
Can I open this?
Open the gate. Close the gate. Open the gate a little.
Just a smidge. Come on.
You are mashing the button. I heard you. Don't mash.
Because I like mash. Okay. Can't go in there. Random.
Young art dealer Sarah. There's a range of merchants here. The main tourist spot is Aureus Palace, where the King of Torna lives. It's also huge for workshops. Most people aren't allowed to see them, but I bet they are magnificent. How are you an art dealer if you can't go into the art workshops? How does that work? We've got a refined retiree. Did you know this splendid garden was for the King of Torna? They reflect the natural world we're a part of. Why this location though? It would keep the viewer from losing their grounding in nature. The current king is keeping the tradition alive. He's a ruler we can all be proud of. That means he's gonna die. Almost 100% guaranteed in an RPG story.
That's a big prediction.
It's a very big prediction, but I am confident it will become true in maybe just over an hour of actual game time.
Once we've done this cutscene, I think I'm gonna call it for today.
Yeah, sure.
Just because it's been quite a long stream, hasn't it?
Well, it's been 2 hours. Loyal subject Nithal. I worry about Prince Zetar. The people don't notice, but they do. That's why they favor Prince Adam. Yeah, that Prince Adam, hey? Mm-hmm.
This one.
Very loyal subject. Hey, Clemens. How's it going? Lord Adam. Emperor Hugo. There must be an emergency. Questa Amalthus is here. I'll inform the king you've arrived.
Right, cutscene time.
It's lovely having everyone around the table for dinner.
Malos aims for the seal.
Yes. He draws ever closer to the capital, leaving destruction in his wake. Our path here was littered with the wounds of his procession, my lord.
Is Adam sitting on a cushion?
No, he's just bigger than everybody else.
The Questa's report was true.
A lot bigger.
Noble Hugo. At this time of grave peril, you have afforded us your trusty aid.
I want to break free.
Will be our eternal thanks.
Want to break free.
I'm scarcely worthy of it, your majesty.
I want to break free of your love.
As the Titans breathed, I merely followed Prince Adam against the peril we face. In truth, it is to him that your kind praise is due.
Ah, the trust of the dread Ardanian throne. 'Tis a much valued gift to our young scion of Ileta. Mark it well.
Brother hate.
It gladdens me.
Your most noble honors pierce my unworthy heart, my lord.
Begging your pardon, Lord, would that honor were the only currency in this grave business? An armed band transgressed the sacred boundaries of the capital without regal assent. The act merits bitter punishment.
Suppose you that our soldiers can subdue Malos alone?
I don't...
Indeed.
Sounds like Adam.
The army of resistance fearlessly dashes to our nation's aid. They tremble not in the face of the mightiest of foes. To punish them is unthinkable.
Yes, but...
And Harry is back. Hello again, Harry.
Zeta,
hello.
What does not bend only breaks. We must suffer to Adam his just bounty. I hereby enfeef you as Lord of Heaven.
Enfeef you? What does that mean?
This is too
I've
much
never
for
come
me, my
across that
lord.
word.
Have
First,
you?
I must busy myself with the command of the resistance force.
Google.
We can't allow Malos to take the seal. I'd be much obliged if you could grant permission for the resistance to move freely within your lands, Lord.
As you wish. Brave soldiers of Torna, hear your king. Our country must make its own sacrifice to halt the terrible power of the Aegis.
Indol, too, pledges its flesh and blood to the cause. I humbly confess that it was my own lack of foresight which brought us to this pass.
Is it just me, or did that voice not seem like the one from the main game?
He's getting there, isn't he?
No, it just sounded like a different voice actor entirely.
Maybe it is.
It was a very funny looking mustache, wasn't it, Big Harry?
My brother, or rather, my lord, what is your
Hair
aim?
reminds me of Corvin.
Why give Heblin to Adam?
He has declined our offer. Perhaps our good wishes suffice.
Yet still he holds all the power. He makes allies of foreign lords without permission and gathers together a fighting force.
Zeta, my brother. Hear me well.
They look nothing alike.
The sickened world rests heavy upon my crown. I fear too heavy for my mortal neck.
Majesty.
Maybe it means brother the way that
And this
Niall
disorderly throne
and
is more apt
not Bridget.
for one such as Adam.
I even remember Morag. That's
Brother,
Niall and Morag were.
mean to
They were
set
actually cousins, but
my
they
birthright on the
considered
caitiff's
themselves brothers.
shoulders.
Right.
Ah, I can finally breathe. What's wrong? You got asthma or something? There's no need for concern. She gets like this whenever she has to deal with formal situations. That's not ideal. You want to talk. You've just been waiting outside. That's so selfish. Cut him some slack. Monolith had good reason not to go when his least favourite individual was attending. You mean Amarthus, don't you? Yes. I'm a coward, I admit it. We'll make sure that Monolith stays well clear of the Quaestor in future.
They
So,
didn't know it was going to be there, though.
what do we do next? We've warned them, but there's no telling when Mouse might actually do the attack. Let's stroll around the city. Why not? He's virtually breathing down our necks. You want to waste time catching up? We'll get the lay of the land too, and an idea of the overall mood. Gives us a good rapport with the residents.
I have just talked to everybody, though.
I know, and you're going to have to do it all over again.
Unless it counts it, if you've already done it.
We've got Germs for you that's just said, hey, what's up? Oh, we're doing pretty good, thanks, Germs.
Hello.
How are you doing?
How you doing?
We all have to make concessions in life. Am I supposed to take that as a compliment? Nah. You know he's being honest. Take his praise at face value. Let's explore the city.
I've just done that.
Do it again, apparently.
Surely.
Also, you got a new recipe.
Raise the community.
Raise the community to level 2. We don't know when the Aegis will turn his gaze towards the city. In the meantime, go to the watchtower.
I've done this.
I know. You're gonna have to do it again.
Fuck's sake.
Right, have a look at so Oresco.
let's just actually
Hang on,
look at
it's
the-
Oresco, Aletta, and Gormot, so there's 3 different places. We got Zazapu here as well. Hello, Zazapu. Says hi mama, hi papa.
Oh, hang on. Hello.
Hello. Oresco main gate.
There's a new person with a new mission at the main gate.
Yeah. But you need 5 more supporters from any of the places. So not just Oresco.
Yeah, well that means side quests.
Oh yes.
Unfortunately.
Yes it does.
Right, let's find there should be a mission somewhere.
I can see 3 dots.
Oh god, there's lots.
Of course there is. It's asking you to like build your community, so clearly they'd need to give you the quest to do it. Hello, Obivy. No customers, nothing to do. Welcome to Textiles. No time for window shoppers. Scram. That's a good way to drive away business.
But they were saying that we're not business.
Well.
Oh, time to pack up. No, don't do that.
Ooh, we spied a little Nopon somewhere.
Oh, we did.
Little pond traveling alone at a young age. Only one possibility. Germ says they're about to go on vacation. I put in over 100 hours in Xenoblade 2. Should I pick up Golden Torna for the airplane ride? How long is the game?
It's quite a long game.
Well, Torna I imagine is fairly long. I mean, I'll just do a quick check on how long to beat for you, but I'm pretty sure it'd be like 50 hours maybe, at least.
It's definitely worth it. It's fun. It's different though. It's very different.
So it says the main story takes 17...
It's called Om Nom and he sells food. Om Nom Nom Nom.
Alright, so on how long to beat, it says it takes 17 hours for the main story, 24 hours for the main story and extras, and 37 hours for the completionist version. So that means getting everything. So that's actually a lot shorter than I thought it'd be. 37 hours, not that long for a JRPG that you've been playing for 200.
But that's not like doing it 100%.
No, that is. That's completionist.
Really?
It says the average style takes 23.5 hours to complete. So not quite 50 hours, but I thought it was close with that. Zazpoo says, I got new Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe. I'm disappointed in myself. Why are you disappointed in yourself? That's a good game. I mean...
You play it.
Well, I have it. And we've played it, but it's just one of those things where the new Super Mario Bros. Games are kind of a little bit outdated in the fact that you have checkpoints and lives and so on. It's just like, yeah, not really like a fan of this, how it works. But beyond, nope. Pimmsy and I have been enjoying playing through Torna of the Golden Country. Some people don't like it because to progress the main story, you actually have to do side quests. So things
they're not
like
side quests then.
Well, it's things that you would normally associate with side quests, like getting supplies from collection points.
So
I know, but oh, Zazpoo says they're disappointed because they had it on the Wii U. Well, think of it this way. You can play it wherever you want to go now with your Switch.
Here's something that'll make you feel less bad. Rob has Breath of the Wild on the...
The greatest console ever made.
Rob has Breath of the Wild on the Switch, even though we already had it on the Wii U.
Yeah, well now I can play Breath of the Wild wherever I take my Switch. Can't do that with the Wii U, because then you need to take the whole Wii U console and bring it with you. No, I don't.
Well, you used to.
Not really. Zazpoo says, I got Luigi U, but I never played it, so at least that will be new. Yeah, that's a good point. I don't know if they've added anything else.
New Luigi's Mansion.
What? Oh yeah, they're doing Luigi's Mansion 3 for the Switch, and they're going to put out Luigi's Mansion on 3DS. But, I mean, when was the last time you played your 3DS?
I don't even know where it is.
Exactly.
Somewhere in the house. Somewhere.
Germs was saying that they learned their lesson when they spent 60 bucks on Kirby, but it was a good game but not worth it. Well, I think they've been adding like free content updates afterwards, but yeah, I mean, you have to be like in the mood for a Kirby game to play it. I know Pimmsy hates Kirby. And yes, 50 hours or 37 hours for a JRPG and doing lots of side quests, that's just a JRPG for you. But no, I mean, depending on how much it costs you to get the DLC, I think it's worth getting. It's different to Xenoblade 2, the main game. And if you played 100 hours of that, then, you know, you can play this. So what was he saying? The lantern's out?
Yeah, he wants us to
fix it.
Light up his life.
In the London sky.
Let's see what
Nobody will know what that is.
If you've not seen Mary Poppins
context,
Returns, then that's not my fault.
So this
And wow, that was not that far away. That was what? That was easy. Why don't you just turn it on?
Because he can't leave his post.
Why is
this? What there? What does he do when he needs the toilet?
20 meters away.
Anxious girl.
I saw the whole thing. Why didn't you do it yourself?
Too lazy.
Zazpoo says there might be a direct on Tuesday because on Instagram the Nintendo New York store said the second floor will be closed for a private event. And you never know. See, I thought there was going to be a Nintendo Direct on Thursday this week, but that never ended up happening. And there was a rumor that was false.
Rumors are not always true. Fact.
Zazpoo says this game is long. Oh yes, we know. And Germ says they're hoping for the Kingdom Heart collection headed to Switch on the Direct.
I want Pikmin.
Yeah, you've been waiting for Pikmin.
So desperate.
Well, that's the thing. It's like Pikmin 4's not actually been talked about in any way, but things like Luigi's Mansion, Yoshi. Well, yeah, because you did the cutscene. Things like Luigi's Mansion and Animal Crossing and Yoshi's Crafted World have all been talked about, but Pikmin 4 not been talked about.
Because I don't think it's been announced at all.
Zazpoo says, the grind in Xenoblade 2's main game killed me. I'm too scared to even touch Torna because of the main game.
It's not too bad, honestly.
It's not too bad. I mean, if you wanted to just go for the main story, then yeah, you can probably do it. You know what? Kingdom Heart Collection on Switch wouldn't actually be a bad thing for them to do, because they're already kind of remakes of the PlayStation 2 and 3 games, I guess. So putting it on Switch shouldn't be too difficult, because it's not like it's like really, you know, graphically intensive. It's just whether they have enough space to actually put it on a game cartridge or whatever.
Time, or resources. There's that too.
Germ says, Xenoblade 2 is my favorite game on the Switch. I heard Torna has better mechanics.
It's different.
Yes. So the battle system's a little bit more streamlined, but it is kind of the same concept of the, you know, different elements for blade combos and things like that. But it's a little bit streamlined, I would say.
Yeah, if you bear with me, what I'll do is I'll just pop outside now and I'll show you.
Well, I'd carry on doing like all the exclamation marks.
Oh, okay. I was just gonna pop outside and just kill an animal quickly. Oh, not me there. We need to get. Never mind. Never mind.
Oh, I know what the exclamation marks are. They're all the lanterns, aren't they?
Yes.
Right. Fair enough.
That was why I was saying I could just
Fair enough.
pop out, but no.
I guess the only problem with having a Kingdom Heart collection on Switch is the fact that Kingdom Hearts 3 is not coming out on Switch. Or at least it hasn't been mentioned as coming out on the Switch.
Yeah, nice.
So it'd be like, why would anyone buy it there?
Oh. I want to play that though.
Kingdom Hearts.
How
much do you want to play it?
Yeah, I want to play it.
Like, do you want to play it like Sekiro, or do you want to play it like 2 Point Hospital play it?
Like 2 Point Hospital play it.
Right. Ooh, hello.
No, it's a different one.
Wearing clothes is an essential part of strategy. What are they arguing about? Merchants selling textiles in their birthday suit? I've never seen anything like it. That's just a baby style. It's not a fashion decision. It's a way of life.
Nudist, yes.
Customers from earlier. We didn't buy anything earlier. Is everything all right? You know, you're kind of making a ruckus. Maybe we can solve the dispute. Let's assist Obibi, shall we? Appreciate advice. Deku insists that the failure of the sales is because clotheslessness in buff. Very rude of Deku Deku to suggest that. Maybe it's rude, but it's only stating the facts.
He's also naked, though.
Yeah, but he's not trying to sell clothes, is he?
Yeah.
I mean, he's got a very good point.
You should sell what you... You should wear what you sell.
Mm-hmm. They could put out products that steal hearts, but before that happened, you need to buckle up and put some clothes on. Noppon, who is into fashion, is also critical of clothing. If the manager's not wearing anything, there's no reason to buy anything from him. Let's think about this carefully. Don't let anyone tell you how to live your life, Obibi. You wear what you want to wear.
Or don't wear anything.
Not everyone can be as liberated as you, Your Highness. We should decide which product it is that we want to put out. If we want it to be popular, it'll need to be something trendy. Yeah, what are Noppon fashion trends? Deku Deku, was it?
A lot of Noppons seem to wear goggles.
Yeah, they do actually.
But I think that's pretty much all that I can think of. Sometimes they wear little jackets, but not very often.
The trade guild should know what to sell. They can use them to gauge their interest. Let's have a think. MMA? Noppon hats, big hit in Volta's apparel branch.
Oh.
Not very much Noppon trade in Torna yet. If you can corner the market with a fine hats, you can earn big profits. That's a great idea. We've actually done hats, so it makes sense.
And you should wear a hat.
And they're not going to be naked, worried about the naked manager. Staying au naturel and proud of it. We're all on the same page. Let's make a test product. 2 styles for hats and cute and casual. Cute for knitted, for a touch of sweetness. Casual for a cat with a simple design to draw the eye. That's the rough idea anyway.
Okay.
How much do you need? I'll have to think about how much ingredients I'll need. Okay, here you go. I've got my list. Go get some stuff.
Right, despite them being naked.
Yep. You need to get me 4 cotton branches, 2 sprigs of angel sage, and, you know...
sunflower...
Yeah, floral soil,
creeper.
panda pansies, and so on. Friends, we'll have to get a move on. Ta-da!
Okay, I probably got that stuff.
Germs was saying about the graphics for Torna looks better than the main game. I kind of agree. I think
they're zoomed in as well.
Different style. Kingdom Hearts 3 would take another 18 years to make it to the Switch. Possibly very true. It did take a while to come out, even on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One and PC. If it's even on PC, I'm not sure if it is actually. Huh. And Zazpu says Kingdom Hearts is usually on Nintendo on the DS. I think at least 1 game was? Maybe 2? I don't know. See, that's the problem with Kingdom Hearts. They spread out all of their games across different games consoles, and now they have had to release everything on one. And yeah, it's just confusing. But at least they did that. At least they said, yeah, you know what, we realize putting all the different games and all the story being spread across different games consoles was maybe not the best idea.
What you also have to think about is the Switch has been really popular, and they probably would have done this on the Wii U had it
been popular,
but it wasn't.
I don't think they would have.
So we're putting all their eggs into the Switch basket.
Well, no. I mean, the whole point of Kingdom Hearts coming out on Xbox One is that they realize that, yeah, we can expand our audience and our market. Remind me why we're doing odd jobs for this guy? Put things into perspective, it's for the good of the people. That's a load off my mind. Yo, Chelsea. If the lanterns were bothering, why didn't you ask me? I could have done it. I didn't want to have to rely on you. I've been relying on you ever since Mum went. Aww. You got a minute? Sergeant? Sorry to barge in, but I've got urgent news. You're promoted! Come join the squad. What did I do? You went and fixed the lanterns! Ooh.
I didn't.
Wow. That was proof of your dedication, something our squad's severely lacking. It wasn't me who did. At least he's being honest. Yeah. It was these people. I didn't do it. How would you like a place in our ranks? No. Well, he asked us to do it. It's him you should be thanking.
No, it's not.
No, you should
Give
be.
us money.
Well, whatever it is. Are you sure? Dull as a sack of grum rice. This is your big chance. Don't turn it down. Alrighty. Give me a job I can sink my teeth into. Wow. That's incredible. You're getting a promotion. I didn't do it. You're getting a promotion anyway. Thanks, all of you. I never expected it.
That's literally like life, though, isn't it?
Thank you so much. You gonna be okay without your brother? Yeah, I don't need him hand-holding me. So I'll ask literal strangers to do stuff I would normally ask my brother.
I wonder if his brother had done it, whether the brother would have got a promotion.
Thank you.
Maybe. Germ says, I'm sure Kingdom Hearts 3 will come to the Switch. Square is putting everything on the Switch. Look at the amount of Final Fantasy games. Well, I think the Final Fantasy stuff...
Of Final Fantasy games.
And they're all getting put on Switch at some point this year, I think. So I think they're like realizing, hey, you know what? There's a lot of people buying Switches now. Maybe we can get them to, you know, buy some of our older games and then get them excited for the new games we're making. Also, Final Fantasy VII is regarded as one of the best games of all time, so, yeah. It makes sense. Time to follow an Armu.
Sorry, I know this is not.
Armu.
We should probably finish after we've done this side quest.
You said you were gonna
I
end after the
know,
cutscene,
but I like
then we got
side
distracted.
quests, yeah, then conversation was good, and But we need to get this house ready because your parents might turn up tomorrow. I don't think they will, but
no, I think they will.
You think they will?
Yes.
Why have they told you they will?
Yes.
Well, you could have told me that.
I know. I mean, I wasn't expecting you to mention it, but yes, they said they're coming round. 8 p.m.
Oh, okay, so you've got all day to tidy.
I've got all day.
I don't.
I know.
Ooh,
a new location.
Nope, don't get distracted.
Jim...
See, this is what I should have discovered when I came up to the town. I didn't. Oh, okay, right. So you've been taking Armus. Eesh, nasty goggles.
Like something out of a painting. I'll clear the way. Someone's eager.
I'm going to show you guys the fighting system now.
We're stronger as a single unit. If you go on your own, you'll leave yourself wide open. But I'll bear that in mind. Yes, Kenai is being very ploppy. And by ploppy, I mean he's like stretched his neck out. He's like... Ugh. But then just sitting on Pimmsy's lap.
Oh, lovely. It's so cute.
Germ says, Final Fantasy 3 for me. I assume that means that's their favourite game.
Oh, I need to take a photo.
Although Final Fantasy 3 is a bit strange in that it's called Final Fantasy 3 in America, but it's actually Final Fantasy 6 in Japan. So...
Here, post this on the Discord.
Oh, in the Discord?
You have to send it to yourself, right? I'm going to kill some goggles.
How is that cute?
Because he's being cute.
No, he's just like he's scrunching up his eyes.
He's all smooshed. You don't want to post that?
No. Keep that as a personal photo.
Aww.
I'm not saying Kenai is not cute, but it's like that is not an especially flattering angle.
No, but he's being so smooshy.
So yes, Germs, you can have a look at the fighting style here. So
I'm going to show you something now. Basically, they have a thing called Blade Switch. So at the moment, I'm the driver, and now I'm the blade. Woo! Boom! That was a really good slow-mo as well.
And you get to do like a little tag out attack when that happens.
Also, as you can see, I'm doing the level 1, 2, and 3, but you don't have to do it in specific traits. Like, you don't have to do specifically fire, water or something, whatever it is. You can do it in, like, pretty much any order.
But you do more damage if you get it in, like, a proper combo.
Yeah, but the only way you know that is, for example, like I can see Cold Snap there is not just water. So I know that that's one. But it doesn't really tell you. It doesn't give you any hints, does it?
Germ says, are the new worlds and lands in Torna, or are the same
Yes.
ones from Xenoblade 2?
No, because Torna's not a thing in Xenoblade 2.
Yes, so we are currently on Torna now, and that is not
this
in
is
the main
Torna.
game.
Do you want me to show you? It's a bit spoilerific though.
Well, no, we're not that far in, are we?
No, that's true. So this is what we've discovered so far. So we've got Torna here.
Yep.
So there's loads of new bits in Torna. So we've got the Lasaria region, Yaleta region, the Danak region, and the
capital, which
Oresco.
we were just in.
We also have obviously Gormott, but
and
it's
Gormott,
different.
Gormott is slightly different, yeah.
Yeah.
So things like Torgoth Arch and
Cooley
Cemetery
Lake,
and-
that's the same, but this is not. It's not the same. Like the tree isn't called the tree, for example. Like it's only just been named. The Way Tree. I don't know where it is. It might not even be a landmark because it's only just been named it.
Yeah.
They were talking about it before. Oh, I
Mhm.
can do that now.
Ooh.
I'm not going to do it anyway. Also something that you might like to know. Please tell me if I'm bordering on spoilers. Basically, this Mithra, obviously, because she was around then, we saw her in the cutscenes in the main game. But she has different power-ups. So, she's got Girls Talk, which she had in the other game, but she also has Power of Light, which she didn't. I think it was called something else.
Yeah, it was probably called something else. Might have been the same thing, but yeah.
And they each have specific things that only they have. Like, I'm sure Bridget had Fire Mastery. She doesn't have it in this one. Command Water, that's a new one. But only he has that. So like I haven't found anybody else that has multiple things.
Yeah, so you don't get random normal blades, you only get like special blades with your party.
Specific ones, yeah. Also, Hayes has an interesting one. She has Manipulate Ether. So basically, sometimes you get miasma in the middle of places, and you could disperse the miasma to create a new farming spot. And also, it pops out enemies. It's really cool. There's all different things. It's well worth getting, in my opinion.
Germ says.
Oh, also, if I do this. Then I've halved my HP at the top. Although it didn't actually halve that. HP down and extend driver combo. So by sacrificing something, you gain something else, if that makes sense.
Germ says, is Mathos playable? I think he might mean Malos, but no.
Well, we might be. We don't know yet.
Very much doubt it.
We've not found that he is.
Malos is the villain in the main game, and he's also the villain in here, so
yeah,
I very much doubt we'll be able to play as Malos.
He's just basically the bad guy. Ooh,
yeah.
Cutscene. Oh, okay.
Ugh, ugh, ugh. Roar!
Get away! What are they doing?
Synchronized shuffling.
Booty, 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 booty. Oh no, he told him to go away.
Hey, where do you think you're going? Huh. Didn't think they were capable of strategic thinking. Someone's leading them. So what now? Let's go after the leader. The goggles will be up a creek without a paddle.
Shit creek.
They'll be hard pressed to make a comeback after that. It's not like they're going to give us any trouble. I'm ready whenever you are. They are not getting away this time. Let's focus our efforts. Reach higher ground.
There's a lot of conversation for a lot of nothing. That one.
Well, that's par for the course. Like, you could just say, yes, let's get them, and then everyone agrees, but they say, yeah, let's go. I don't need to lift my sword. Hey, that's my line. And it's just like everyone has a thing to add.
Right, why did they went this way, didn't they?
Yeah.
Do I have to follow the tracks though?
I have no idea. Ooh.
Hello.
There's a clear structure to this
Oh,
lock.
cute boy.
Slow and steady.
It's all right. You
Oh, yeah.
There's not enough space on my lap.
It's his coda time. Yeah. Look at that cute
Bug.
boy.
Honestly.
Look at that cute boy
Right,
and his
this way,
face.
went this way. Aha! Exclamation! Amu!
Aji. Ambush. There she is and looking well. Onion Baji? No, Aji. There we go. Anyway, let's head back. Amu's gone astray.
So that's one.
And the question is, do you have to follow those tracks behind you or carry on? I'm not seeing any more.
No, I'm not either.
No.
But the goggles are here and here. I'm gonna try going this way.
Yeah, because that does seem to be where the tracks are leading to.
Yeah, but that's where I just came from.
Well, if it turns left rather than goes straight to the city.
That's literally where I just came from.
Germ says, I'm off, thanks. I will definitely pick up this weekend. Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed the stream. Big Harry says, what kind of breed of cat do you have? We have Bengals. So they are very, well, we have one that's very chatty and one that's very quiet, unless it's they're going to the vet in the car, and then it's the other way around. The other one that is normally quiet becomes chatty, and the one that's normally chatty stays quiet. So we have them. They're called Kenai and Coda. Yeah, you could call them lively, Harry. So Kenai has a very annoying habit of waking up early in the morning and going meow, meow, to get one of us to wake up and just give him attention. Although sometimes he just, like, instead of, like, forcing you to get up and give him attention by meowing, he'll just sit on your chest and just, like, sit right in front of you.
Let alone chest.
Kenai also likes to play fetch with little cotton buds, because I don't know why he likes to do it with cotton buds specifically, but he likes to do it. He also has, like, little cat toys and plastic, like, you know those cheap Halloween decorations for spiders and stuff? He likes fetching those as well.
That's from the trick-or-treaters. He nicked them from children. Cool. Coda can break into the bin.
He's very smart.
Really intelligent. It's really annoyingly intelligent. Move it that way.
Harry says that they've got ragdoll cats.
Ooh, fluffy.
Yeah, very fluffy. I've always liked those pictures of Maine Coons because they're just so huge. Like, they are basically small dogs.
Yeah.
But just cats.
So that was the way that... maybe it's to the left?
Maybe...
That was where the army was. Right here.
Are you thinking just past them, or...?
I honestly don't know.
Harry says that their ragdoll wakes up the girlfriend 4 times a night by standing on her chest. Oh, I get the fun stuff where I have both of the cats taking up my side of the bed and none of it on Pimmsy's.
Well, because then I'll just keep going.
And she gets like a nice restful night's of sleep, and I'm going, ugh.
Yeah, but I get an early bloody start because they sit on my head. Aha! Found it.
Yeah, it was just around the lake.
Oh god.
Ooh.
Oh god.
You know, technically, if the Armu crossed the body of water, you shouldn't be able to use tracks to find it, because surely the water would have made the tracks wear off. Or the scent, I guess. That's why bloodhounds, the best thing to do when you're being chased by hounds is to cross a body of water.
That's a scent, though, more than
tracks. Yeah, but...
Tracks don't get worn away.
Well, it depends if
Scent
you're...
does.
Yeah.
Have I got to kill you?
Probably. Maybe not.
Yeah, I do. It's got an exclamation mark.
No, okay, fair enough.
Oh, also, I don't know if they're still here. Whoever was asking about the mechanics, see, they have different special things on the right. See, so how it changed. So I'll show you in a minute. Look, with Mithra, she's got evade, X attack, or the next X attack.
Are you referring to Jern? I think they went because they said they were going to pick up this on the weekend.
Oh, did they?
That's fine. This is a tough goggle.
Yeah, well, it's quite strong.
Also, I like how he has an attack called Venom Cloud, and it's basically him sitting down and farting.
Thing is they're not switching enough, so they're not regaining back the energy they need.
No. But they are, like, they're holding their own.
I guess. I don't know. Come on, somebody get level 3, please.
They've all got level 3.
No, none of them got level 3.
Oh, no, they don't. If anything, you're probably going to be closest to getting it.
Probably.
Oh, there you go. You did that very early. Nope, not broken. Not broken. You should have probably picked the fire one.
Well, actually, yeah.
Nope.
Fine, I'll charge it up again and do it again. I've got plenty of time. He's not dying anytime soon. This way I can end it on something else anyway. I don't have one wind.
Flame bolt.
I want to end it on wind, preferably. Doesn't bloody work, is it? Oh, I don't have ice. Let's do ice. Ice. I need a wind one now.
Enraged.
Whew. Oh, chain slash.
Guess you're not getting that chain attack.
I launched him.
But you also did it with heat.
Yeah, because it's got heat on at the moment. See the top? What the hell is stone? I need wind and I need stone.
No, you got electricity, don't you? You could probably do your chain attack now.
Yeah, but I don't want to get another one. It'll just be 2 minutes. Need to eat. I'm not thinking much for the
Bye.
Right, here we go. So once that's done, there we go. Now do this. I don't think I've seen this one. It's level 4. Boom!
Ta-da.
Okay, now it's good.
Alrighty.
See what I mean?
Take your pick.
Right. I'm going to start off.
You want to make
with
sure you
Mithra,
guarantee a broken
because
one.
I've already broken the dark
There
a
you
little
go.
bit.
Yeah.
Now next, I'm going to do Hugo because I already did the electricity a little bit, and then
Fire.
Fire.
And then pick whatever.
I'm gonna go for Minnow. Do light. Nope.
Nope.
Um,
Water for fire.
yeah. It's the only way we can do.
If you did fire, that wouldn't break the lights or the other fire one, would it?
No, fire would hit the ice. Ice would hit the wind.
Wind would hit the ice.
No, ice would hit the wind.
So what hits wind then?
Ice!
What hits ice then?
Fire!
What hits fire then?
Oh no, sorry, no. Wind would hit, you're right. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm not really I thought. Fire hits water. Damn it. That was one decision.
Ah, well.
I was a bit unlucky with that.
It's almost there.
It is. Kinda wanted to be on the train, that's all.
Yeah, well. Launch! Yeah. Slash, 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 slash.
Bop.
Ta-da!
Bop to your head. Right. Ooh.
Affinity rewards.
There we go.
Ta-da!
I think it was actually phase that. I don't know.
Each day.
Okay.
An oasis for all has been updated.
Where are they going?
They're silly little armories, aren't they?
Where's the goggles that are taken?
You're mine now.
Yeah, but even so, it's kind of like, do they not know where home is? Could
They're
they not?
cows.
Well, yeah,
They're
but
being herded.
even cows know where their home is, right?
That's a whole debate.
It is a whole debate, but cows are smarter than you think.
That's not what I questioned. We just gone in the big circle?
Kind of, maybe? I think you might have done, yeah.
Oh, over the okay. Where we're going.
Well, I'd keep following it.
I am.
Maybe the tracks do actually go into the town.
Maybe they went back?
This takes me back.
Maybe the goggles have gone back to get more armies.
Maybe. Very daring.
Just checking. Weird.
Like, you can't really have lost armies within the city, but
I'm
I guess
following the tracks.
I guess
like,
it does happen.
Said to follow the tracks and follow the tracks.
And you can't set like waypoints for those, so. Well, that's one of them back, so. Huh. Oh well.
Just
you're
hang
you're
on
looking
a
for
second.
exclamations?
I can't be.
What?
Can't just have gone. It must be somewhere. Oh.
What?
I'm being stupid. I followed the same Armu back.
Right.
So of course he's in there. Because I followed him back. I rescued him and he turned around and went back.
Yeah, but you were following a different set of tracks, and it seems like you did a loop on yourself.
Yeah, because he went backwards, didn't he? Or maybe
I don't know. It's hard. It's difficult to tell.
Really difficult to tell. I don't really
Like,
understand why.
if you look here, there's two different sets.
Well, let's follow this one then, because I don't think I did this way. Oh.
Wow.
Found one.
Found one, yeah. Yama.
Okay.
Alright, well then head back to where the three things were then.
Well, there's this one.
But that's the one that you did with those that was next to the goggles. So this is the third one that you were trying to find but didn't.
Just doing it backwards, maybe?
Yeah, you just went back on yourself eventually. So. I'm not sure how that happened.
I don't know either. I must have just
Oh, it's probably the tracks crossed over at some point, so you thought you were following the one for Aji, but you were actually following the one for Wasabi, or what is it? Washish. So that's probably what happened. It's like you got to somewhere like here, and you thought, all right, I'll turn right, and that led to.
What you think? Maybe it's.
Well, maybe I don't know. That's I'm just making theories here, but I'm not seeing any tracks now, which is bad. So it's like there was definitely tracks to the left, but does that just wrap round to where Agi was? Is there a
No
track that
idea.
goes left?
I literally got no idea.
Track that goes left now?
Hop and things just chase you the whole time.
Yeah.
We can take them on a bit later.
Go. Yep, that
We'll
way.
avenge ourselves next time.
Should I follow?
That's the one that you found for
Should I follow
Yoma.
this one?
But I thought that was the one you followed first.
I'm pretty sure it is the one. I followed.
So then follow the other one. And don't get distracted by collection points.
Fine. It's over here. Just keep an eye out for a random army.
Yeah. The question is, do you need to follow, like, tracks exactly?
No.
Stop pointing the camera the wrong way. Makes it so much more difficult.
I'm gonna die whilst I'm
Well,
going.
run faster.
You can't run any faster. This is the fastest.
So there's no tracks to your left now.
No, there's.
Left. You
Left
didn't look.
where? Look, you just told me to not turn the fucking camera. Hang on, I'll go back in a minute. Wait until I've just escaped these, 'cause it's harder to do.
Yeah.
It's what I was trying to explain before. Got you with no. Oh. What are you looking at?
This is where you killed the goggle that was level 35.
I don't think I went all the way up.
Not
here.
up, no. Harry says, have you finished the Dark Souls 1 DLC already? Well, we've finished the bosses.
No, we haven't.
Dark Souls 1 DLC.
I found the army. Oh yeah, well, there's a little bit more though, isn't there?
Well, you beat Manus, you beat Calamite, you beat Artorias, and you beat Sanctuary Guardian. I mean, those are all the bosses, but something that got mentioned on YouTube is we might want to go back to the DLC area anyway and talk to Hawkeye Goth. Because he's the one that shot the dragon down.
Oh yeah.
So he might have something new or interesting to say.
Oh yeah, because we went out into the main game to find Dusk.
Dusk, yes. So technically we finished the DLC, but there might be a bit more for us to do.
Okay. Right, so the Turkins, which makes sense because they're nearly sort of intelligent almost.
Protect the Amu!
Right, let's kill some Turkins. Is it Christmas? Because I'm going to put the Turkin in the oven.
Terrible.
Some people have Turkins.
So, sorry?
A Tudurkin.
Oh, you mean a Tudurkin, not a Turkin.
Yeah, that's what I said, a Tudurkin. I was referring to a Turkin, making it sound like a Tudurkin, because it's funny. Vanadium Turkin as well. Vanadium is vanadium pentoxide is an oxide that you can use in stomachs, and it's highly toxic.
Okay. So are you implying that they are made of vanadium or what?
Well, I think so. I think that's what is implied. Yeah, don't you think?
I don't know. In fact, I'm not even sure, like, the people who designed these monsters, whether they thought, you know, we'll just make up an English name for them, why not?
What, you don't think there would have been thought into it? They probably didn't think that people were going to look into it like this.
Like, how common is vanadium?
Vanadium's quite common. It's nuclear.
Nuclear.
Yeah. It's charged. What's it called? Radioactive.
Right, okay. So that could come up after a bit of research, I guess.
I don't know what soar this is. So don't ask me about that.
Okay.
At least I think vanadium's got radiation. I haven't used it in a long time. I accidentally put way too much on a part once and put it in the reduction kiln and like nearly gassed out the technicians.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah, actually, before I do that, I'm just gonna quickly
Get distracted by something else.
This is new.
I've never been up there.
This would make a
I'll come back
base
here
of
though, 'cause it's a new.
The Great Break Sand. We'll take the safe way home, don't worry.
Okay, right, so I can actually just go up here.
Yeah.
I just want to quickly have a look, because I've never been here before.
Gamer Guys here and says, ooh, a shiny.
Whoa! Oh, I should have guessed that.
A shiny.
It's a break sand.
Yeah.
What have we got here?
Obvious trap is obvious.
Yeah.
Hi, Gamer Guy. Thanks for joining. How you doing? Oh, so many scorpion spiders.
Ants.
Ants in your underpants. You might die. There's always traps in anime.
Oh, I didn't tell him that the guy that came and asked us about it, that when
What?
you blade switch, you get health back.
Oh, right. I'm sure they'll find out soon. Well, it's probably explained in the tutorial, so they will probably pay attention to the tutorial.
I paid attention. It's just hard to retain the
Yeah.
information. I'm going to survey the antwalls now. How have you found your experience today? Anticlimactic.
Anticlimactic, yes.
Anticlimactic.
Oh, you're trying too hard on these puns.
I'm not trying.
No, I can tell you're not
I'm
trying.
just naturally good. Oh, I can't even open this one.
No,
Really
you're
big
too
one.
weak.
Look at how big it is.
Too weak.
Wait, before I do.
Mm-hmm. Ta-da.
There must.
Boop-a-doop.
Ta-da.
I need.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. More sand.
My favorite.
I am doing this deliberately now.
I know. It seems like once the first one happens, it's like, yeah, they expect you to do the rest.
Yeah.
Hence the treasure.
My favorite part.
I'll be taking that. Thank you. No, not that way. Has to be over the sand. A Nubapod.
Don't know what that is.
A Nubapod.
Yeah.
Ah!
Oh, okay.
Ooh. Well, hello there. Interceptor Grace. Oh no. Oh dear. Looks like someone can't go back up.
There must be a way to.
Nope.
Oh.
Jump to your death. Oh, treasure. We'll get the treasure. Well, I don't know where you're hanging around.
My favorite.
Nope, can't even get the treasure.
I think I might be too weak for this area.
Yeah, just a bit.
What?
I was gonna say, if you're too weak for this area, maybe you should go somewhere else, like the city.
No, because then that'll progress the story even more, and then I'll be even more weak for the area.
Well, no, you won't. You'll
Need
get
to do side quests, really.
You'll get experience
Ooh, look,
from
another
the main
place, another
story.
place. Check it.
Obstructive
Aw, I bet you I
routes.
can't open this. Oh, I can!
All my might.
Sweet!
Hack through activated.
Oh, that was a cool animation.
Ooh, an insect nest. Yummy.
Yoink. I shall cook them later. Have you heard that they're doing that with dog food at the moment?
Doing what?
They're using insects for.
This is what it means to be alive.
I'll be honest, I don't actually hate it.
Very nice, very nice.
Yeah, they're turning insects into dog food.
Well, it makes sense in that, you know, the protein content of insects is a lot higher
Well,
compared
basically,
to other things.
It's more that dogs can eat it, and I think it's a certain type of fly that are causing problems for areas. So to help reduce the amount of bugs there are, so it's all to do with the environment, really.
Yeah.
Quite a good idea, I think, but I don't know if I'd feed it.
Like, I saw somewhere that if people wanted to make a serious effort in reducing methane from,
all we
you know,
need to do is stop
cow
eating
farming,
beef, really.
is like, instead of having beef, substitute it out for something like crickets, because crickets give you like, I don't know, 40% more protein per kilogram or whatever it is compared to beef. And it's like, you know what? Even though the sound of eating crickets is not like something we're used to, I don't necessarily think it would be bad. Like,
I mean, they do it in other countries.
yeah, exactly. And I kind of like the idea of having crunchy crickets, but I'm not sure if
you can actually buy, if you'd like, I can get some. Like, you can get them. They're like a crisp packet of crisps.
Packets of crisps. Are they actually the crickets though, and they're not like broken down?
No, they're not they're not broken down, and they're dried though. They're not like.
Well, yeah, obviously, but also I don't know how big crickets are. So they're quite big.
Like an inch. From what I remember, I might be wrong. I'm not the kind of person that's too naive to admit when they're wrong.
Yeah. But it's like that would take a big shift in Western culture to say, yeah, let's eat insects. Why not? Because most people do not like the idea of eating insects.
It's not that I don't like the idea. It's just how often. Oh, should I go?
You're not gonna make it.
How often are you presented with even the idea? Yeah, no.
Yeah, I thought not. Ah.
Am I dead?
Yeah.
I am not dead.
No.
How did I get up there?
Walking around. I'm not sure how. It's probably something we can leave until next time.
No, but I want to go back up because that was good. Yeah.
No, it's all in. Actually, no, you're right. Yes, Turkos Plateau.
Oh no, is that the shiny place?
No,
that is the
this
shiny
is.
place. I didn't mean to go there.
Right. Where shall we head to next?
I meant to go to this.
See, now that you mentioned eating crickets like a packet of crisps, that seems a bit more palatable, but at the same time, it's like
it's not. You don't just eat crickets.
I don't really want
like
to
you eat seasoned.
Yeah, it's obviously got flavors and everything. But to me, it's like I don't really want to eat a whole cricket. If you get what I mean, like.
Why?
Well, I don't know. I mean,
I think I'd prefer to eat it all in one than to bite its head off or something.
No. I mean, like it's broken down, so there's like cricket legs, cricket bodies, cricket whatever's.
Well, like a sort of like a mince, or like
not mince.
You know when you do the shit, I went to get that and did that.
Yep, you're dead.
It's like when you do the curry and you put dried onions in.
Yeah.
That's what I can.
Yeah.
I think it would be like kind of like that sort of.
I imagine that as well.
Is that what you think?
Yeah, and that's what seems better in my head. But having never had crickets, I don't know what they're like. But yeah. I'm sure there'll be some people that say, "Oh yeah, eating crickets are great. What you should really try is eating scorpions." And I'm like, no, maybe not.
I like my food with a sense of danger.
Well, I don't know. Can you actually get stung by a scorpion when it's dead?
No. Well,
I mean, it's probably spiky, right?
I think it depends which. Oh, that was really important. Did you see that?
And of course, there's always the thing of, well, you eat like 8 spiders a year in your sleep. So.
No, you don't.
No, people don't. But then, would you imagine a spider would be crunchy or would it be chewy? I like how Pimsy's ignoring the question because she doesn't want to think about it.
What? No,
if you ate a spider, would it be crunchy or would it be chewy?
Cooked or raw?
Either one.
I think it would be like the consistency of
peas. Gross. Harry is saying that it's edible but not really enjoyable. I'm not sure if that's referring to crickets, scorpions, or spiders.
No idea.
Gamer Guy says all bugs have an exoskeleton, which means that it's hard on the outside, squishy on the inside.
Oh, I'm dead. Oh no.
Laura's dead. Yeah, so crunchy insects is good, but squishy insects is bad. Like,
you say that. It's really tasty.
It's like, in Lion King when Timon and Pumbaa are eating insects.
The big mealworms.
Yeah, it's like the worms
really
that are.
Meaty, though, apparently.
Well, yeah, it's just like.
They eat them on I'm a Celebrity, and that, don't they?
But the crunchy ones look good.
None of them look good. Sorry, I'm gonna have to disagree with you. Saying they look good. No, they don't.
They look good in terms of a cartoon food style thing. What do they do? Harry was saying that all of them are edible but not really enjoyable, even though they haven't tried scorpions yet.
It's more of a necessity than a pleasure. At least that's the impression I get.
And if not, you could just like add components of insects to meals and make them more nutritionally valuable.
What brought us into this conversation?
I'm not sure. Gamer Guy says the concept of exoskeletons is interesting. It's the idea of all or nothing defense versus more recoverable defense. AKA, we put our fleshy bits on the outside and we can regen them fairly well.
Let's go for it.
But bugs put their armor on the outside with little chance to recover if pierced.
Okay, what should we go for first?
Something you can break. Like, you need to have at least 2 hits on something, don't you?
Yeah.
So, pick something you've got multiple of.
Well, I don't have anything that's multiple of these, do I?
Oh. No, I meant by multiple, you mean like 2 darks
I know,
or 2...
but I don't know about... Oh, I do have... Is Minoth?
You got 2 fires, don't you?
Yeah, but I don't have any fire here.
No, not there, but for the next one.
Okay. I'm not braving any on the first go.
But you want 2 fires, definitely. Because then you get another go around.
Yeah, I know. I think I might have 2 ice there? No, I don't.
I'm not sure about that.
I'm gonna go for
Go for Minoth again. Break that. So then you got another round extended. Then I guess go for
Aegeon.
Yeah, Aegeon. And then the next go around you'll be able to do the same thing again.
Yeah.
So now do
Jin,
yeah.
And then I'll go for Aegeon next round. Do this one.
Yep, for the light.
I can't do Aegeon.
Okay. Bridges?
No, because Bridges got nothing to hit. Whereas Hugo does. Can't do Jin either.
Go for more? No. Haze?
But Hayes isn't going to smash that in full. Laura might hit the other ones.
Alright, well, go for Laura then.
Damn it!
Ah, she hit the ice.
Oh man, I didn't think that would happen. What did I smash?
I don't know. You can see the colours going around.
I need light.
You can't touch it.
And water.
There you go.
Light, water, what else?
You gonna die. Sorry. Yes, it is.
Okay. Oh, Rory's dead.
Well, go save her. I suppose the concept of exoskeletons is kind of weird. Like, can you imagine your skin being made of bone?
Yeah, well, imagine if it was the other way around. They'd probably think it's really weird that our bones are inside.
Because that's the thing, it's kind of like we've got squishy outsides, then kind of an armored inside, but not really because we've only got rib cages. Like, it's not a full covering.
I find it a lot easier to stay alive in this game than the original, because when you get low on health,
you just switch out.
You just switch. That seems a lot easier to me.
Well, you didn't actually recover any health as Mithra.
Okay. I thought you did. Is it only between Blade and Driver then? Not between
Well, I think
Blade and Blade?
Because that would be too OP if you could do it between Blade and Blade, because you've got multiple blades.
Well, I
right?
didn't realise that's new to me.
Game Guy says, yep, we've got harder bits on the inside, but those aren't for defense, therefore maintaining our form. Yeah, you don't really want to be like a fleshy bag. Just squidging along.
What do we have for defense? We don't really have a lot for defense. Is it muscle, really? Well,
No,
makes us move.
it's the idea of we have stuff that can regenerate. Like, if we get, you know, slashed, we'll have a scar, but the stuff grows back.
Mm. Okay, right. So a lot of stuff is half smash now, so
Yeah,
it should be
so
fine.
it should be fine. What was that camera? Weird.
I don't want to go for that. Let's go for Ichigon.
Ta-da.
I'm gonna go for Laura, because then for a half smash the water. I've already partially done the others.
You wanna go mid off though? Yeah. Bridget.
There we go.
You wanna go Jin or okay? Elemental burst. Full burst.
That should kill it.
Should it?
What? Why did that look? Yeah, there we go.
Mash. There you go. Like fantastic. Yeah,
Ooh,
pouch
did you see that?
expansion kit.
Sweet.
You got affinity.
That was really good.
That was a very good battle. Well done.
We have to move ever forward.
Gamer Guy says, whereas if an insect like a bug is pierced, its exoskeleton has little to no chance to recover, but it is harder to pierce in the first place. A large portion of insects are built for battle with their fellow insects.
Wow, I got loads of stuff from that.
Well, yeah, it's a strong enemy.
Ooh, that's one.
Ooh.
More power.
You can.
Sweet.
Make sure you.
So many affinities.
Awesome.
Cool.
I'm quite proud of myself for doing that. Okay, right, let's go back to it.
Oh, whoa. Oh, no, never mind. I saw there's a treasure chest in here, but you can't get it.
Yeah, I've already tried.
What have we got here?
Sorry.
It's okay.
Okay. Just finish off this quest, which I should have done ages ago, and then go to bed, because I've got work tomorrow.
Yeah, I was going to say, I can stay up longer, but you not necessarily can.
I want to, because I'm really having fun, but
Where
that's
shall we
not
head
the
to next?
point, is it?
Nah.
Okay, right, you've got all of your armus back now, mate.
Where? Hey, it's you guys. The armies are all back safely. Stop crying. You're crying.
You dolt.
Stop sticking your nose in my business. Just worried about you. I don't even know what to say. We're not talking about it. The armies came back home, so thanks. We can celebrate with a fish feast. You're not getting any. Who'd want to come to your stupid party? You're dumb and I don't even like you, so there.
Wow.
Seems the work here isn't quite over yet. Ain't that right, child?
I don't
Nah.
think it's over. It's not, but...
None of our beeswax. Yes, we're fostering a better relationship with the community. Let's leave them to their own problems. We've got each other's backs now. No harm in relaxing a bit. Do us a favour, remember. Woo! Community gained.
Thank you.
Ta-da!
I got 2 from that.
Well, yeah, because they're related.
That should be enough then.
No, it says required for next level 1. Ta-da-da!
Mission accomplished then.
See? Yeah. Thanks for helping me get my big dumb things back.
They're all tired.
They're all sleepy. It's 22. It's 10 past 10.
They've been out all day.
They've had a very adventurous day. Alrighty, I think that's going to wrap it up for us today. So, thanks for watching, guys. We hope you enjoyed the stream. If you did, you can follow us on twitch.tv/RiggyRob or by clicking the little love heart above our Twitch page. And you can subscribe to us on Twitch as well because we're Twitch affiliates. And you get to access like emotes and get entered into giveaways and all sorts of good stuff. It's all fun times. If you've missed our previous streams, you can catch up on them on YouTube because we've done lots of other streams before. So if you search for RiggyRob and Pimmsy Play on YouTube, you should be able to find our streams there. But just type if you type in RiggyRob or Pimmsy on Google, you should just find all of it basically. And we've also got Discord and Twitter. You can just join and get notified of various things. So, hey, Big Harry is now following us on Twitch. One of us. Thank you very much for that, Harry. I hope you enjoyed the stream and hope you enjoy watching our streams in the future potentially. In terms of the next stream, I won't be doing one on Sunday because my parents are coming to visit this weekend. So the next one will be on Monday as usual. So 9 PM UK time, that's GMT, for more Dark Souls. More Dark Souls, yeah?
Yeah. I really like Dark Souls.
Yeah.
It's really good.
We'll do some more Dark Souls Remastered. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you all next time.
Bye, guys.
Alive.